Hi, what the fuck? Is this thing on? Why are you so low? What? Hello? Okay. Those are closer to my standard levels. Maybe we're in this. Are we alive? Press 1. There we go. Alright. Streamer mic muted. Oh good, I really thought my cameras had gone out that time and I would have been really fucking excited. Ah! Okay. So I think we're done with that. I can take the BRB mic issues off my title now. I don't know what happened. So my virtual audio cables weren't working, and so I restarted. When I came back, my virtual audio cables were working fine, but my physical mic didn't work. Also, this is gonna fail, because I don't have my proxy open, so... Hold on, let me switch my main monitor back to fucking DVI, so I can actually start up my proxy. Because I run the Wii U through a local proxy to block updates, because I can't use a DNS method. The reason I can't use DNS is because Cox Communications is a terrible ISP, and actually, not only is their default DNS a clickjack and fucking adrev search host looking thing, but they also don't let you change it. Like, they redirect all DNS requests to that, even if you manually change your server. So, get memed, kids. Consumer protection laws. Where are we at? Camera desync? Oh, I know why. Because when I re-added my fucking microphone... Let's see, minus 260 plus 800 is... Wait, why is that coming up as my desktop audio device? What? Oh. Jesus Christ, no wonder it's having problems. Hold on. Okay. I think we're good now, so if I... Okay, the audio will stutter for just a second here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, a fucking alphabet. Cox. Alright. Okay, so something is still wrong with this, I think. Maybe. My compressor seems to be throwing a fit of some flavor. Okay, no, I think it's fine, actually. 0. Dude, I don't know how fucking producing video works. Are you kidding me? Everything's fake. We're all dust in the wind, Mom. That's why I can't clean my room. Okay, so if my desktop audio is set up correctly, then you guys should be able to hear... Let me bring up my usual test audio file. Hold on. My fucking computer moved around all my audio devices. I swear to God, this happens in so many different ways. Alright, here we go.
Every day I smoke weed.
Alright, that sounds fine.
Every day I smoke weed.
My mic is still quieter than it should be. I think I need to maybe... Okay, gain knob's fine. Oh, I know why that's happening, I think. Okay, so the reason this is happening is because I'm not actually going through my compressor right now, which is super fucked up. So I'm trying to work out how I can force that without fucking mini-host throwing a fit. Input, Yeti stereo microphone, output cable input, test. Why does this always happen? Okay, so my main virtual audio cable has, for reasons unknown to me, broken. But if I switch to cable B, it apparently works with no problems whatsoever. I'm actually not going to bother trying to figure out why that is. Okay. Alright. Whatever. Memes. Zor HD. Okay, so now I can swap my main monitor back to HDMI. Reconnect to my controller. Okay, so now is the hand that I need to use. Alright. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Everything in sync. Give you guys game audio, game video, camera video, and mic audio. So if everything's lined up, we should be good to go. I don't know why everything broke all of a sudden. I've never had an audio device fuck up that bad. Slight delay, but it's better. I might need to resync a couple things. Gonna wait to hear from the rest of everybody here. Actually, can I just check my fucking recording here? I am doing a local recording, right? It's like fractional. Super helpful. Okay, Alright, you're not gonna let me do that because it's still recording. I am gonna need to use problem control now. This is the hand that I need to use. Alright. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, it's close enough for me. Yeah, I'll like... I don't know, I feel like everything shifted a little bit since I had to switch the cable that I was using, and so it probably fucking buffering issues or something, who knows. But I'll look at it later. As long as this is workable, then I guess we're good for now. I'm side-eyeing my Elgato levels here. I actually have no fucking idea why everything got busted. But that's gonna be something I get to look into later, which is gonna be super exciting. Spend about 5 hours resyncing my fucking microphone by playing Stepmania. So it looks like I can connect to Nintendo Network this time, so the proxy's working as well. Oh my fucking... Dude, I just wanted to play Mario Kart. Why does everything have to be so fucking complicated all the time? It's not even that it has to be complicated, it has to make no fucking sense to operate. That's not my fault, though. That's somebody else's error, because Nintendo Network doesn't actually use servers like real humans. But yeah, I never bothered to do a really strict, Oh, I know why that's happening. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to... My camera's still, my microphone's still on sync compared to, my desktop audio and everything. Because I made a sync change to make that more exact recently, it brought it out of sync with my, with the Elgato. Which is super fucked, but okay, whatever. So I'm gonna have to take a look at that later. Demon eyeballed 0.4 seconds. And that might actually be pretty close. Is Nintendo P2P? You're shitting me. I mean, that would explain why sometimes I can stop my item wheel instantly, and other times I literally can't stop it until it comes to a stop itself. My working theory is that it's the host, because it seems to happen way more often when I'm in Japanese rooms at 3 in the fucking morning, because Mario Kart is how I cry myself to sleep. Pennsylvania shitfuck. Why can't people use real servers like real people? Because real servers cost money. We're definitely gonna charge for our P2P online with the next console generation, though. Because that makes perfect fucking sense, right? Alright, drop your shell, asshole. Now he's gonna hold it. He's smart, he's holding it. Alright. We gotta overtake the real way. Because he's actually not gonna drop that shell. Can I hit the inside line here? Yes! I'm unsure of when I lost my shell. Aren't items supposed to punish people who are farther ahead? Whatever. Memes. .deck. Fuck it. And fuck that guy. Or not. I swear to fucking God, there's no winning. There's no winning! Demon, I 100% guarantee you that I'm more anal than you as far as stream quality goes, but I don't have a way of testing things from here that makes human sense. Like, if I had an equipment setup that made any, like, human sense whatsoever, I'd have a monitor running so I know exactly what I look and sound like. But, unfortunately, those take up desk space, time, and money. So, not today, I guess. Get rid of these, pull a real item. Close enough. I swear to fucking God, the fire flower is the worst item in this whole game. For where it's placed in the curve, it can... Because the item, the way it's set up is to screw over a single player. A single player or two players. It doesn't actually have any range, it can't get you any real distance in the grand scheme of things, but it can hit the same target 50 times for a single pull. It's so bad. We're not talking like Power Glove bad either, we're talking like... Actually, never mind, we are talking about Power Glove bad. Is Muxie at least working? I don't even want to test. Hey, Notifier, we working out?
Easy
there we
money!
go. Shout out to that ridiculous fucking audio delay for some reason, but hey, I get memed all the time. Daily reminder that streamers can fake donations in order to inspire trains. Do not be fooled. Shoutouts to AGDQ and its massive flood of anonymous donations on the final day. My stick seems to be dying on me with no way to get combo buttons easy. That's good, because you can just get Sanwas instead and they'll be better. Like, combos are basically set up to be imitation Sanwas anyway, so I don't think you'll be particularly displeased with just grabbing your standard OBSFs from Arcade Shock or Focus Attack or where have you. Fuck! Really? I thought I was supposed to stop having these problems after going heavyweight. Jesus, this is all because I'm not playing Shy Guy. The character sync is not strong enough for winning. I'm also not strong enough for winning, apparently. I get baited by mushrooms so often, it's like I must use these as optimally as possible, which means I must start now. And it never works like that. You pulled a super horn in 4th? I had to respect that? You don't even know how to use it? Go fuck yourself. What? The Japanese. Not gonna hit by this. Yep, 100%. Jesus Christ. Need to do a huge remodel on my stick anyway. Bat top, new buttons, maybe some stick art. Yeah. I believe in the bat top. I think it's a comfortable way of approaching things, and the relief in like the wine glass ball top stuff. I'd also, if you're in the market for new buttons and you don't like the, if you want something with a little bit more tactile of a feel to it, I hear Saimitsu is really good about that. I don't think I'd personally use a Saimitsu joystick because they seem a little stiff. But the buttons are definitely something that I've been interested in low-key, so. Bat top seems super comfy because I write lefty. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Bat tops are the cool and American way to do things. Yeah, along with concave spring-loaded buttons. Shoutouts to Hap. Okay, so clearly what we need to do... Excuse me, Jesus. Every time I pick this fucking combination on Shy Guy, I swear it's the Atlas logo on the side. That's clearly impossible, but, XD. And we want... Slick tires, weight glider. Yep. You're gonna take me to Baby Park, aren't you, you absolute motherfucker? You're gonna do it. What is Tier 1 heavyweight for you? Tier 1 heavyweights are, well, the heaviest of the heavyweights. It's, Morton... What is it? Morton, Dry Bowser, and Wario, I believe? Is that Czar? Is Czar sniping me? Nope. Not even close. So the fat asses, yep, because for whatever reason, heavier characters have higher top speed. Makes sense. Inertia or something, right? Yeah, I'd get concave buttons if I didn't have to get them with, like, the spring-loaded, American cab feel. Like, I like that. I actually do, but I wouldn't want it for something that I'm practicing on for long periods of time. Is Bowser not the heaviest? I think Bowser is actually a tier lower in terms of heavyweights. I think he's level with Donkey Kong or something. I feel so light, and so fucking slow, and so trolled by bananas. Alright. So when's the next set of item boxes? Dodge that. Good corner. Do I get rewarded for it? Oh shit, that's a lot of stuff. Well, I'm glad I held on to this. Where is Rosalina on that? I believe Rosalina is same tier as DK as well. Although I don't know the weight tiers off the top of my head, so you'd probably be better off consulting the wiki on this one. Oh shit. Wow! Okay! 0 coins! Dead last! The Atom system doesn't always fuck me over. I'll tell you what, that's more places than I could have made up on my own. Although it dropped me at a really awful place in speed. I had to actually manual brake there. There we go. Where the fuck do you think you are? Results corresponding to your level of effort and ability? Ah, fuck that. It's all random, bitch. It's all random. We throw shells that don't go anywhere. We throw shells that go somewhere. Wait, I just hit... What? What? I still can't do that voice. My throat is still torn up. It's weird. I swear it's winter. I like how that guy just fucking peaced out. Bullet skill. Dude, that's like already 3 times this session where I've point-blanked people with shells and they just didn't notice. This game's netcode is pretty wild. Okay. I don't want to go to Excite Bike as a lightweight. Show me Yoshi Valley, I guess. That was fun! Man. See, even with this spread, the game will still try to find a way to give me Baby Park. Mario Kart delights in your suffering. I'm fucking around with Marvel 3 because PC release. Man, I still wish I had my Marvel 3 disc. It's somewhere in Utah right now. I think I left it with a cousin. Because I actually do have an old 360 here. Juan left it here. And apparently never really needed it back. Whee! Not that we could actually have shipped it to him anyway, so there's that. I do it every time, and every time I think I've taken the line correctly, and that this time will be the time. I always undershoot it. Okay. Wow, the mother of all ass pull items. This is another one of those items that's like, it feels like shit to pull, but everyone around you also feels like shit, and also that. The fact that you can't cancel it to pick another item from the next set of boxes is really funny. Meanwhile, a guy in front of me is like, nah, Crazy 8s. Seems good. What's your favorite fruit? Nectarines, for sure. No question. Nectarine tier. Alright, so if I go super wide on this one... I still can't? I have to go, like, maximally wide off the ramp to do that in one drift. That's so shit. Okay. Well, at least we know now. I'll try it out next lap just to be sure. Just throw some shit, I don't know. Hey, got him. Karma? Okay. God damn it. For whatever reason, I thought he'd spin into both. Okay. So, this is pretty bleak. I'd say I've been in worse positions, but honestly, I can't think of them at the moment. That helps, I guess. That was some interesting camera work. Yeah. The camera's hitching around a little bit, that's strange. Can I get an ass pull? Close enough. Bye, assholes. Well, that timing was pretty exceptionally poor. But fuck that guy in last, I'm not him anymore. Okay, so now we're gonna be good at video games. That's it, we're done with the warm-up. We're done with the part where I'm ass at video games. But Tyrone, you're always ass at video games. Shut up! Yeah, I hear the Nemesis TAC is not too bad. Seems pretty straightforward. It's gonna be good dry Bowser time. You know very well I can't pick top tiers. I can run around like a memer with Morton or Heavy Me, but in the end, it's not gonna get me any further. This guy's playing Yoshi though, so my excuses are pretty limited. What? Okay. So, I'm actually just gonna stop talking about video games. How was your guys' day? Besides computer troubles, I've had a pretty alright day. Woke up pretty late, lounged around in bed for a while. Enjoying the weekend. Might make some cookies later. If you haven't had my chocolate chip cookies, please type !cookies in chat to receive the best cookie recipe you will ever receive. The last batch I did actually come out kind of dry. I think it's probably because we have different sized eggs this month. Because exciting shit. So your shopping's really hard. So I'm wondering what kind of substitutions I can make. Probably just a little bit more butter and cleaning it up. Ew, chocolate. See, Keegan hates fun almost as much as he loves King of Fighters. I'm convinced, so... Actually, I had to break there. Jesus. Alright, cut the inside. And took 2 item boxes for my troubles. So. Of course. Okay, somebody's gonna get hit. Or those 2 shells could hit each other, because that's an interaction that makes fucking sense. They could hit each other only after having been out for at least, like, 5 seconds, too. That's my favorite part of that. Alright, I'm gonna assassinate somebody. Fuck it. I feel like the grounded route might actually be quicker there. Like, I like that upper route for coining, but grounded route might be a winner for this one. Alright, timed that correctly. And I've got a green here. Naturally. Position there entirely determined by who pulls mushrooms. I've never actually seen this Senko attack infinite. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna try to rejoin and get a... Is my VR really 11,101 right now? That's pretty good. Woke up 4 hours before work, shit posted, went to work, and then came home. Seems fine. Found a slightly larger group. I feel like this game is... And the population seems to have really dropped recently, and I think it's because people are actually doing trade-ins for the Switch. I know GameStop is doing a ridiculous deal where you get like $100 of credit for trading in a Wii U towards the Switch. But joke's on them, I can't purchase one even with that, so I guess I'm gonna stick with the entire Wii U library on a 2 terabyte external. Apparently they're working on some homebrew that'll allow it to read from FAT32 drives as well, so hopefully I can use that thing as a backup drive, and as a Wii game drive, and as a Wii U game drive. Wow! Okay. That's exciting. I think my favorite part about the Marvel 3 re-release is the fact that people can actually play Jill and Shuma. Like... From what I understand, on 360 and PS3, they stopped being obtainable after the licensing ran out. So they were just lost to time forever unless you already had the DLC on your console. Hey! Looks like we got merged. Nice. Fear of getting bodied on stream, obviously. Bodied by me at Mario Kart? Why would anyone fear that? Jill's pretty cool, but where my damage, though? I mean, everyone has 100% self-attack into Doom, so non-problem for most teams, but ALML. This track looks way different on this monitor, actually. Never noticed the texture on the ground because it just manifests as hilarious, awful. Wow, that was pretty precise. Jesus. Maybe I should look behind me every now and again. Okay. So I'm glad I'm holding that. I'm listening to that shell going around the bend, like, alright, so there's a chance it can hit me, but there are so many different angles it could take, it might still be bouncing around somewhere else. There's no way it's gonna hit me. And then life happened. Alright, hopefully this ruins someone's day. Or they could all miss. Seems good. Alright, we got there. Okay, at least one hit. Karma. The most karma I've ever seen. Alright, looks like we might at least have a chance for podium if this stops first. Triple shrooms. Wow! Was that really necessary? 2 shells? I think they hit, like, inside of Mercy invincibility window, too, so I only lost 3 coins anyway. Oh, and I landed on top of the shell. Huh. Seems good! Avoidable! Literally the safest thing I can possibly do to avoid getting hit by shells. Carrying a triple item. And I still get fucked. Believe in dreams. Always remember to take breaks to stretch. And of course I get triple reds on the last turn of the course, back when everyone is already fucking past the finish line. It's bad, man! Just to hide the salt. I should start doing Saturday Night Sonic Ball again. I feel like that's had enough time to cool off that it might be novel again at this point. You could have a star, that would be safer. Yeah, that's true. Implying the item table will ever give me stars when it's relevant, though. Now, I'll get stars and then get passed by people with mushrooms, because that's how this game works. You're slower with a star than with a mushroom. Makes sense, dude. I can't even really find a way to objectively, like, call that worse. It's probably not really, but it's not how I'm used to, so it's bad. I don't understand. Saturday Night Reflex. Dude, next time Reflex goes on sale, people need to fucking buy that shit. Like, I will wholeheartedly shill for arena shooters all day. Now that matchmaking is a thing, it's way more comfortable to get games most of the time, and man, it's a modern arena shooter built from CPMA movement and mechanics with, like, actual quality of life features, solid engine, modular UI, casual mode with built-in item timers for learning. I'm just looking at all this shit, like, it's so good. Also, you can replace the LG idle sound with literally anything you want through mods, so that's pretty cool. I love how interpolation fucks up sometimes and you get people who are just slamming into walls because the host isn't sending updates quick enough. Oh, good. So where's that going? Nowhere. Into me. Don't you dare. So are you just gonna kick me off the server or what? Can I just... We'll drive in reverse. That seems good. Yep. That's the tasteful way to exit a race in this game, is just to not make progress for long enough that Nintendo Network actually kicks you off. Like, I will hold the loss. I will hold the fuck out of the loss. Or we could all just acquire Quake. Man, after you felt CPMA movement, though, like, it's hard to go back to Vanilla Quake 3, it really is. Because, like, if that's what this was about, we could all just go grab Quake Live and it would be like, whatever. Because as much as people like to rag on Quake Live, it is basically Quake 3, but with some modern features thrown in. I don't think that's how cars work. It's how fucking F-Zero cars work, I don't know. And see, that's exactly what I mean. People love to fucking rag on Quake Live. But for what it is, I feel like it's alright. Yeah, it's shitty. I believe in Xonotic, though. Xonotic is poverty as fuck, though. Like, I loved Xonotic to death. I will defend Mitsugiba as the best way to play CTF in the history of video games to the death. But there is no denying that it is so fucking poverty, it's actually hard to parse. That Dry Bowser just going through the fucking snow and coming out in first, no fucks given. Seems good. Okay, so I failed to make it out of the pack, so now I lose. That's basically what's going on here, I guess. Okay, so I guess I'm taking the inside line. Can I swing this? Come on, I think I'm fine. Nice. Alright, so I need to focus on coining a little bit here. Quake Live is the only game I've ever seen stop being F2P. See, people keep talking about Quake Live being pay to play suddenly, but it's not for me. Like, I never purchased the game, my Steam account isn't connected to my old Quake Live account at all, and it's still free for me, so I don't understand. Alright, can we get some distance here? Left or right? Quick, vote now in chat. Damn, you guys are slow. My item box. Oh shit. Into the tree. I love it every time. Into the tree again. I love it that time a little less. Hitting trees in that section just fucks you so thoroughly. Am I dead last? No, there's still someone way sadder than me. Golden mushroom chokes? Seems good. There's still someone way sadder than me, though. Oh, Jesus. I'm off my line. I don't know what to do. I don't understand anything. See me in Lego Racers. This is another one of those, like, compulsory human culture experiences that I missed out on, is Lego Racers. I realize that I have these every now and again when Wes asks me shit like, so you remember, fucking... What was the name of the movie? Shit, I don't even remember. It does this shit all the time to me with, like, childhood movies, though, where it's like, okay, so you know that scene in X movie? And I'm like, what movie? And the dude fucking rips my arm off, dragging me into the fucking bedroom like, okay, we're sitting down and we're watching this now. Here's your compulsory human culture experience. The last person might be playing for the fun, not the VR. Yeah, because as we all know, if you're paying any attention to game mechanics or results whatsoever, you can't have fun, right? I'm just having fun, it's just my playstyle, guys. Why are you such elitists? Why do you hate fun? We're not talking about the Goonies, although I did see that pretty late. Saw it like midway through middle school. I still wish horns worked online. There is something beautiful about honking at people as you pass them. Land Before Time. I remember seeing the Land Before Time, and I remember nothing about it. It's one of those big fucking holes in my memory, like the Brave Little Toaster, where, like, people are supposed to have nostalgia for these movies, but instead I just have, like, a black hole in my fucking head. It's not my imagination, is it? Like, I get fucked over worse than anyone who you've ever seen play Mario Kart? Please respond. Please reply. And then I hit the barrel. That one was my fault, though. I only go for barrel jump when I'm behind. I want to save a little bit of time anyway. Fuck. And I miss item boxes too. It's so powerful. I have not seen Back to the Future. And I remember embarrassingly little of Star Wars since I watched it when I was pretty young. And I don't think I ever saw the prequels. This is Mario Kart, buddy. Stop the fucking ride, I want to get off. Yeah, somebody post the fucking, dude, that's not how you play tic-tac-toe comic. It's just a game, chill out, man. I play tic-tac-toe for fun. He's just drawing fucking squiggles and doodling on the board. Okay. You got Slipstream. You might be going somewhere. I need to outrun that star. Okay, that time I actually got the barrel jump, and it's important, because if I'd gone to the outside, I would have fucking... Oh my god, that blue shell, though. Wow, what a dick! Dry Bowser here to ruin my day and my chances at podium. That was a pretty disgusting comeback from Elephants, though. I'm okay with that. It worked alright. See, like, I'm okay with the whole, like, man, I just play for fun, I just want to turn my brain off. Like, I understand that as a valid mode of engagement with video games, even if I don't, like... Even if it makes no sense to me and I could never do it. But, like, if you're playing in team games and you try to pull that shit... Like, you're playing Rocket League and you decide to go explore the ceiling or something. It's like, come on, man. You can have that kind of fun on your own. You don't need to ruin other people's fucking games for it. Oh, I seem to be... Every time I talk about this, there's at least like 50% of the people in whatever fucking environment I'm currently in that look at me like I have potato growing out of my head. When I talk about the obligation you have to your teammates and shit like team-based games in general, MMOs, shit like Rocket League, Team Deathmatch type stuff. I talk about the obligation you have to your teammates to be trying as hard as you can when you do these sorts of things. And people look at me like I'm insane, because that's not, like, a real thing that people feel, apparently, and I don't understand it. Okay. Nope, no fun allowed for me, I guess. I just want to take the inside line, man. What do you do to turn your brain off, though? I can't. It makes me kind of a stressed out person. The closest I can do is bake, honestly. Baking, or like... It used to be music for me, but music turned into something stressful as soon as I made it about fucking... I did a little bit of freelancing way back in a different name, and it, along with a handful of other things, kind of made music shitty for me. So mostly it's baking now. If I'm really stressed and I need to deal with it, I'll just bake, not because I want to eat my problems, although I do want to eat my problems, but just because, wow, that thing's got some range. There's something soothing about just going through a set of steps without really thinking about it too hard. Plus, like, vanilla smells good, man. Vanilla and chocolate and shit like that. Just soothing scents. See, because I feel like Wes thinks a lot like I do most of the time, and so his experience with weed was not relaxed at all, and so I'm inclined to believe mine will be something like that, but I've never actually, like, the hardest drug I've ever used is fucking alcohol, and I'm not even that big of a fan of that. It's novel and kind of hilarious to me, the effects that it has, but for, like, regular recreational use, it's like, I don't know, I like the taste of hard cider, that's pretty good, huh? And being drunk is kind of interesting for the first, like, hour and a half until I realize I want to go do stuff, but can't. I feel like I stole something from someone there. Are there any games you can play without braining or stressing about it? Like Dynasty Warriors games on easy or something? See, those kind of games... It's like anything that doesn't give me the minimum engagement level to, like, at least trigger a little bit of stress, because I feel like stress is a healthy feeling, at least in, like, moderate amounts. I don't worry so much about stress in general. But any game that doesn't trigger that level of engagement for me is more likely to bore or frustrate me. I'll just turn it off and do something else instead because, I don't know. I don't understand how people can voluntarily be bored. Wanting to do stuff is a weird idea to me. Not wanting to do stuff is a weird idea to me. Fuck, man. Good wines, too. See, I've never had a wine that I liked, but I also haven't had very many wines, and I was a lot younger when I tried them, and apparently your palate is supposed to change as you get older, although I still hate the fuck out of the vast majority of vegetables, so, ETA on that is when now? Oh yeah, I used to do a little bit of yarn work as well. That's worth mentioning. It had kind of therapeutic qualities to it as well. But mostly because I feel like... I don't know, you may or may not be aware of this, but I'm located somewhere on the more functioning end of the autism spectrum, and I feel like that has a lot to do with it. Just sometimes I need to be doing something with my hands or I fucking lose it. It's like, I need to move, motherfucker, come on! When I was really young, I just fucking... Whenever I got excited or worked up about something, I just flapped my hands around like a maniac. Rents weaned me off that one pretty quickly, although it wasn't a particularly pleasant process. But even now, if I just have, like, if I'm standing around or waiting for something, even having, like, a stress ball or a deck of cards to just fuck with is... really relaxing in that regard, I guess. It's a very marked difference for me between physically induced stress and mentally induced stress. A touch of the tism. Just a pinch. A smidge. Ah! I really should not have drifted there. Fuck. I saw one of those fidget cubes, the fucking Kickstarter for those that, like, got $4 million in, like, half a second. And I'm looking at these like, this is the dumbest fucking idea I've ever seen, and I would totally buy one despite knowing that. I haven't found an ASMR trigger for myself yet. There's a weird sort of, like... I don't get the sensation that people describe when they hit their ASMR triggers when watching those types of videos, but some of them do give me, like, this weird sort of... And that's hard to explain. There's a weird sort of satisfaction in, like, the brain reconstructing the location of sounds that aren't real. If that makes any sense. I'm sitting here like, hey, I'm perceiving things that aren't happening. That's kind of novel. Humans are cool. Really? That wasn't even meant for me, asshole! I couldn't even pass him in the end. You know what they say about the autism, right? It's the mark of a hyper-masculine brain. It is manliness all happened on the inside. I mean, hey, it hit the vocal cords at least. That's apparently supposed to count for something. I was making the rounds on fucking Christmas parties and somebody told me that I should go into radio, and I'm sitting here like, you fucking what, 9? I don't understand. Yeah, tingling feeling in the ear canal area, like the back of your head. That's apparently how people describe it. But I've never felt anything like that from an ASMR video, and I went through about half of that big fucking master post video where it's just like 150 ASMR triggers, and I'm sitting here like, I feel really fucking stupid. Is this real? Just get a shake weight and jack that off for a while. I mean, hey, I could probably use some upper body strength again. Can't wait when it warms up a little bit again, and fucking hell! Like I was saying, being able to swim again is gonna be nice. Like, I appreciate winter because I don't have to deal with fucking temperature in this godforsaken state. Like, it's been nice having normal human temperatures around here for a while instead of AC at 78 because electrical bill. That meme can fuck off. 78 Fahrenheit, for those of you who aren't in America, by the way, is way too fucking hot to have in your house 24/7. Yeah, the GameCube ASMR. I remember seeing that. The ASMR whispering videos are like the ASMR roleplay videos. And then you get like, there's this weird thing where you find ASMR shit mixed in with Japanese erotic audio, which makes use of binaural stuff as well, so I guess there could be some overlap there, but like, what? There's just so much weird shit attached to that entire phenomena that it's weird to approach. I don't feel comfortable below like 75. Yeah, you can fuck off out of my stream then. That's insane person shit. I'm comfortable around like 65. That's what I consider to be like a good household temperature. And I recognize that as being lower than normal, but even then it's like, even if we're ignoring my weird hey and oddly particular preferences for temperature, like 72 is good? 70, 72, 74 at the most. Okay, I won't bitch too hard about 74. Can confirm Florida thermostat is usually 78. Yeah, that's insane person shit. Going down to a comfortable temperature around here means death. I think it's worse for me though because my bedroom has the worst airflow of any section of the apartment. Like it's probably a solid 3 or 4 degrees cooler once I walk out that door. Even if I leave it open, it's fucked up. And if I leave the window open, things are better, especially at night, but then I wake up with bug bites everywhere. It's so fucking bad. Like, after a couple days of that shit, I'm like, guys, we can't do this. Either we have to get one of those fucking plug-in bug spray things, or we need to close the windows. .65 is normal house temperature, what the fuck? See? Keeg knows. Keeg has good opinions sometimes. I feel like the best arguments on this channel are always about things that are entirely subjective and preferential. I don't even notice shit like that anymore, Keeg. It's like, alright, I got sniped at the finish line, but it wasn't podium anyway, so whatever. 62 in my house. See, that seems like it might be a little chilly for me, but I think I could get cozy with it. Looking for the golden temperature where I can wear long-sleeved shirts indoors without feeling like I'm gonna fucking bake. Sweater weather for the win. See, I like the idea of that, but in practice, layers are fucked up. Like, any temperature at which you have to wear, like, any sort of layered clothing whatsoever is continuous discomfort zone. If you just put on the jacket, take off the jacket, put on the jacket, take off the jacket. Repeat for your entire day. So I somehow dodged that banana. Shoutouts to this game being pretty. Somebody's gonna get nailed by those, I hope. Okay. So we're on track to do some shit, I guess. I feel like the early drift there might not make a lot of sense, considering you get an orange boost from the ramp. Nope. Idiot. Okay. Hi, Tyrone, I figured out how to turn off desktop composition in Windows 10. Alright, so how fucked up is the method? Like, how dumb is what we're dealing with here? Okay. Let's just not drive like potatoes. I'm addressing the audience as if they're driving with me, because I know you guys are all here in spirit. Waiting for me to fail. I feel like blue shell rates actually do go up on lap 3. That is my firm belief, so I would not at all be surprised. I see the blue. I'm gonna beat it, though. Idiots! Not fast enough. That guy's having a bad time. So there we go. We got a win for today. Feels better. Feels better, man. I really wanted it. 1-1-1-2-3 is an okay VR, but I really wanted 5 ones. I feel like, I don't know, if I lose the next couple, it'll be okay, because I have a chance to do it again. Install Windows Server 2016. Oh, that's so good. Oh, what the fuck? Doesn't come with desktop compositing. I mean, why the fuck would it, I guess? That's so messed up. What's delay looking like for everyone? I'm using Restream right now because, my local Restream server was having some issues, so there might be a little bit more delay than usual. Same kernel, same desktop, same drivers, it's just more enterprise. Well, hey, man. It's honestly sort of tempting. What features do you lose, though? In Before Cortana? Wow, okay, hi. Welcome to my personal space. Asshole. No! I thought I could make it. I believed in me. Oh, God, I was drifting the wrong way there, too. Great! Awesome. No, I fucking love it. Just swipe my item on the way down, too. Everything's fake. Video games aren't real. I believe you can actually check video properties in the Twitch player to see your delay. Although I remember there's something weird about you have to read it that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like one of the delay numbers is listed as combined. And that sometimes playing badly actually worsens your results, but playing well never improves them. I don't know, how does that work? Isn't it all relative? Shut up! Okay. So we're making progress. So, weird aside. This is like something that nobody's actually gonna notice. But I don't ever wear headphones during my Mario Kart streams, usually, because I'm actually getting my audio from the gamepad, usually. I have the gamepad speakers turned up. But in this case, this time around, now that I've got a new monitor that has an audio output at a reasonably accessible location, so I don't have to fucking dismantle my whole setup to get to it, I can actually just use a headset for Mario Kart and then leave my PC on speakers so I can hear alert noises and other similar things. At least that's the theory. Really? I thought I was in the clear there. Come on. Okay, well, rip my position, I guess. These things happen. No use crying over spilled eggs. Sometimes you just have to try shit. Like, you're already gonna lose. Yeah, latency to broadcaster and latency to encoder is different numbers. And yeah, latency to broadcaster is combined, total fucking latency from the distribution and the encoder latency in terms of the time difference between the video that's here and the video that's sent out to Twitch. Because video encoding is actually not instant, and wow, I got dead last. Okay. I used to notice that during haircut memes. Wow, Tyron. Did you get a haircut? Stroke. Okay. But yeah. I think the haircut's finally starting to grow into a level where, like, I'm comfortable with it. This is, like, an ideal length for me, I think. I'd love to wear it long more often if it didn't get in my fucking face all the time and it wasn't generally irritating to manage. But, like, this is okay. Server 2016 is just 10 with the server manager that lets you turn off things you normally cannot. Huh. Is Quake Live free? That's actually a complicated question for me, because everyone is telling me that Quake Live went pay-to-play at some point in the recent past, but it's still free for me on Steam. I can grab it and I don't have an account associated with it or anything. I prefer the long AJ hair, to be honest. I think I look alright with it. I think it suits my face type a little bit better, but it is really a pain in the ass to have, man. It's pretty awful. If you played it while it's free, you still have it, though. Yeah, but I played it in browser. I played it in browser with the, For God's sake, I'm bad about that today. Played it in browser on a separate account before I even poked it on Steam. I mean, I guess that must be what happened to me, but... Man, that's confusing as hell, man. In any case, Vanilla Quake 3 is worse than CPMA anyway. And CPMA is worse than Reflex anyway. If you really want a free arena shooter, you should just play Xonotic and get your friends. Use the same email for both accounts. Nah, I think I used my old email for Quake Live, because I was playing it back when I was using my old email. I actually had to abandon my old email address entirely. And the funny thing is, I think I might do it again. I'm wondering if I can get a tyronesama.moe address set up, because that would make me pretty fucking happy. Tyron at tyronesama.moe. I have it in my library. I don't know why I don't recall playing it. Well, yeah, see, there we go. Mysteries are real. Nothing makes sense, and video games are fake. I actually really love being able to make this turn. Still slower than actually taking it the correct way, which is with a mushroom to the grass, that everyone seems to pull every single time, but... Hey, Lamau. Yo, I love Vincent, but I'm never gonna use Cockly for anything. Seems like it's just asking for trouble. Tyron at national.shitposting.agency would be a pretty fucking good email, though. Drop that, motherfucker. Drop it. I regret. Okay, not bad. The backup surfer's called the Iron Dong. It's pretty great. Yeah, what I wanted to do, actually, is if he opens up more slots for cockboxes, here used, cockbox means a VPS administered by Vincent Canfield, owner of cock.ly, Li, whatever. Because apparently, from what I've heard from people who've been using those, they actually are pretty excellent. Great bandwidth, good specs, perfect for running servers that I'll never use. It's my dick in a box. Am I at 11116? Really? Holy shit. All I have to do is lose 5 points, come on. I can't try to lose though, or I'll end up winning. That only works if you're not aware of it though, so maybe I can try to lose. I think the rule is that whatever you want to happen doesn't happen. That's how Mario Kart works. There's no way to cheat it through semantics or reverse psychology. Tyro.ne is available. How much though? You'd think that'd be pretty expensive. It'd be fucking funny to migrate though. I actually forget how I set up my web server in the first place, so migrating that would be pretty exciting. Looks like cockboxes are open right now. Huh. I might take a look then. Rip that guy. Or not. Mysteries. It's only €260 a year. Huh. That's, I don't know, how do you guys feel about Patreon money going towards that? Seems pretty fucking dumb. He dropped his item. Oh, Waluigi! If one day he does Mario Party, I can just wait and see how it'll mess him up. I actually did grab Mario Party 10 from eShop while I was downloading everything. I'm told it's one of the shittier ones, though. I mean, I'm not sure that the quality of the game actually matters regarding Mario Party. Like, you play it because you need to hate your friends in a manner that's acceptable, so it's kind of whatever. Yo, I'm not gonna run an email host. That can fuck off. That's too much. That's messed up. You're lucky that weebs are good people. That Moe should have cost a stupid amount. And no kidding. I like Tyrone Sama.moe because it's in keeping with my brand of ironic weebery. Quasi-ironic weebery. Pretend to be a victim of otaku culture, but refer to every fucking female in a video game as a wife. Now you see, if even I don't know it's ironic, then how will you guys be able to figure it out? True Bowser Party is one of the real fuck you guys, you're not my friends. It's pretty good. I mean, what I should be doing, to be perfectly honest, is hosting a Reflex server here. But because leaking your IP is stupid shit, and I know for a fact that my, I know 100% that my ISP is not gonna give me a new IP if I call in and ask, because they don't know how. So, I'd prefer not to deal with that. Remember WarioWare at the Mystery Tournament last night? I do, actually. I grabbed the ISO for, Mega Party Games, GameCube. And it seems like kind of a weird port, like it has that weird budget feel to it. Fucked up the start boost and pressed too early, so I had to take the shitty boost. Which logged me out when I refreshed for some reason. Careful, you're being fished. Maybe. Change your passwords. Woo! Yeah, I've been thinking about upgrading the VPS. Getting, like, either a cockbox or going to DigitalOcean or something. Although it amazes me on a regular basis that the $2 Canadian shitbox can successfully host a web server, Applebot, and a Sonic Ball server. Now granted, Sonic Ball is not exactly a shining example of AAA networked gaming, but the fact that it works at all is sort of a wonder to me. Other shit that I'd love to host at some point, because, technically, getting Doom set up is free and legal if you don't mind some of the assets being shitty. You use free Doom instead of Doom 2.wad. I'd love to host a Zandronum server, like rotating Insta and push and all that. Zandronum, for the record, is a Doom source port focused on multiplayer features. Successor to Skulltag, if any of you guys remember that. Does free Doom stuff actually work now? Yeah, I set it up and played around with it for a while. It looks like the asset replacements do actually work in netplay games. It kind of looks like shit because the free Doom assets are kind of bad, but it is technically free and legal to set up a perfectly functioning Doom clone, basically, that can connect to Doom servers as if it were Doom. And then, if you don't want to do that, you can always just Google Doom 2.wad download. Podium. The other thing is that Zandronum is kind of weird to set up, so if I think if I ever did like a viewer game sort of thing with that, I'd probably have to package up a zip with everything included and all the relative paths set up and everything so that people didn't have to worry about setup. Just because Doomseeker's kind of fucked to set up on default settings, I won't lie. It is sort of stupid. Plus it dumps every single downloaded mod into app data by default, which is a really dumb default, so... Carmack doesn't really give a shit if you download Doom 2 for free at this point. Yeah, but I can't publicly advocate downloading Doom 2 for free as part of, like, a core part of my broadcast without drawing some weird eyes from Twitch. Like, absolutely, pirate everything. Nobody involved in the original development of that game is getting any money from you buying the fucking collection on Steam, but XD. The only thing I could never figure out was netplay with Zandronum. Yeah, because netplay on Zandronum is kind of fucked to set up. You use Doomseeker, which is included in the installation, but not really pointed to in any sane way. And then from there, you have to manually point to your Zandronum installation, even though you installed Doomseeker alongside Zandronum silently. And then you set up a valid location for all of your mods to be downloaded to, and you point it to where your iWads are. And then after doing all that, it's barely functional, except the Zandronum defaults are also hot fucking turbo garbage, so you actually have to use an auto-config from fucking 4chan's VR Doom General to make it usable in a manner that you'd expect from like a modern multiplayer experience. It's actually sort of fucked. Like, it's not as bad as I make it sound, but it's more work than it should be, you know? Never get a server set up. Oh, yeah. I didn't have too many problems with getting a server set up, but my server randomly died connecting to master every once in a while, and I never really worked that out, but it's okay because people can directly connect anyway. Remember the days when games came like 50 other EXEs? I think the thing that pissed me off most about Doomseeker was the fact that it silently used, instead of using the WAD directories that you point it to download shit, it downloads everything to app data, which is like, if you've got your app data on an SSD, suddenly you're downloading fucking Brutal Doom Part 37 with 400 other compilation WADs thrown in. You join like 5 servers, especially this stupid fucking, survival last man standing shit that everyone runs instead of actually playing deathmatch. And suddenly you've got 4 gigs in app data that's used. I have a 128 gig SSD, man. I can't deal with that shit. Thanks for dying, stream. Question? know it's old as shit and probably doesn't have today's PWAD, but why not just use ZDaemon or whatever successor may or may not exist? I actually don't know anything about that source port in particular. It's like Zandronum pre-configured. Like, if I just include something that's like, alright, here's the IP you connect to, just click this .bat to load up Zandronum and connect to the specified server with all the mods loaded in by a relative path. And it would be a pretty painless experience, and I'd only have to do it once, but then people would have to download that. Hey. Oh well. That happens. Maybe we can make it down to 11111 before the stream is over. Because apparently our VR is fucking bouncing today. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Brutal Doom. It kind of pisses me off that basically every living server on Zandronum is a, fucking Complex Doom, Brutal Doom, hybrid mishmash survival thing. It's like if you took Russian Overkill, but instead of, like, you took Russian Overkill and tried to make it into, like, an actual video game. But then you added a whole bunch of bullshit that no one cares about, and then ran the least fun multiplayer mode you can possibly run on a server. Which is fucking co-op survival, one life. It's like, why does nobody play Duel, motherfuckers? Have you ever fired a super shotgun? Do you understand? Yeah. I haven't fucked with the Doom RL mod just yet. I kind of want to go around with the roguelike mod and Oblige and just generate random level sets and play through them with that. And yeah, the Brutal Doom guy itself, I've heard about a little bit of that guy and his interactions with the community. I don't usually let my opinions of creators affect my ability to enjoy or judge their work. I like to keep that sort of shit separate, just because I feel like too many mildly interesting things would be lost to time without it. But, I don't know, the dude seems a little sketch. And it's not as if fucking Brutal Doom was fun anyway, so XD Alamau. At this point, I honestly think I hate Complex Doom more than Brutal Doom, though, just because Complex Doom is run on every fucking Zandronum server. I don't get it. Yeah. Why can't everyone just play Instagib? The best mode. Like, seriously. I fucking love Instagib so much. Just the amount of... Wow. That super horn was really insult to injury. Came just a little bit too late for me to block those shells. Maybe I can snipe these guys here. Come on. Got him, boys. Had to make an awkward recovery on that turn, though, so I didn't gain as much as I'd like. Oh yeah, the asset stealing. I think that's the main issue that I hear from people regarding Brutal Doom, is that it's just a whole bunch of fucking stolen assets. And it kind of started a weird mod culture of every other mod also being a fuck ton of stolen assets, because everything is starting from Brutal Doom. Bowser, please don't catch up to me with the fucking plant. That's gonna fuck me up in about 5 seconds. Guess not. Winner! Sort of. We're rising, boys. 1-1-1. 1-1 is probably far gone. Maybe. But yeah, I think after this stream I'm gonna look into, earmarking a little bit of Patreon funds for maybe setting up a permanent Zandronum server, just rotating things I find interesting. Because, like, Sonic Ball was cool, not even because of the meme game, but mostly because it was just something that I could fucking get on and play with people that enjoy my existence without having to worry about setting up shit. I don't have to go through Fucking add people to friends, send them a code, accept the party invite, rotate people out. Now you just join the video game. You join the video game, and then you play the video game. Realism is really cool. I actually love the fuck out of that mod. There's a Xandronum port of it, but it does a weird thing where the RNG gets stuck until you restart the server. So, like, on subsequent rounds, you get the exact same pickups and shit, which is weird. It's not playable with GZ Doom if you're willing to set up shit like that manually, but not existing in the normal Doom and netplay infrastructure is a little bit fucked, you know? When you're playing Brawlhalla was fucked up, but it did two things I appreciate. First, accessible training mode with hitboxes and frame data and all sorts of information like that, really easy to access. And secondly, as fucked up as the movement was, the way the air dodge worked in that game was good. Sort of the same sort of hybrid air dodge thing that Rivals of Aether had going for it. Which is the sort of thing that I would have liked to see in a Brawl mod back when I was super into those. I still unironically enjoy Brawl Plus. Nobody can take that from me. Brawl Minus is better, but I like Brawl Plus anyway. Eee! Jesus. Worst ink pattern there. Yeah, I didn't enjoy my time with Brawlhalla. I did give it a couple hours, and the netcode seemed okay for what it was. But man, when the weapon gimmick was like, alright, I'm not necessarily into this, but I'll respect it for its time. I'll see how this plays out. And man, all the weapons just feel so shit to control compared to Unarmed. Like, Unarmed is just a more fun way of controlling the game. It feels better. Tyrone, you're missing the point. It's about the weapons. Yeah, and I think that's kind of a damn shame because it seems like they put the least time into how each weapon actually controls. H-Doom insta-kills you for loading it with Brutal Doom. That's amazing, actually. H-Doom was one of those things where it's like, your scientists were so preoccupied with whether they could, they didn't stop to consider whether they should. Would you fuck a Revenant? If the answer is no, I don't know why you're here. Whee! Okay, we got there. Fourth is okay. Man. What fucks me up about free-to-play, right? Because whenever I think about free-to-play games, I'm thinking about Brawlhalla, and it's like, oh, I can't use all the characters? That kind of sucks shit. Oh well. Because I feel like Brawlhalla could have gone two ways regarding their launch. They could have either been free-to-play with microtransactions, or they could have been, like, between like $5 and $15 pay to play with everything unlocked and no MTX bullshit, everything just working as a functioning game. And Brawlhalla would have been a better game, like, as far as overall play experience goes if it had launched pay to play, but it would never have succeeded long enough to live, which is sort of a shitty situation. Brawlhalla does have one pay everything. Huh. Was that added recently then? Because I did poke around the MTX options and didn't see all that was there. If they did that, I actually appreciate it. That's why I like PSO2's free-to-play model as well, because they allow you to pay a soft sub. So like, you can play it free-to-play with free-to-play irritants, or you can just play the actual game and pay a subscription that's comparable to other MMOs, but flexible in when you actually pay it. Like, you can play the game casually for a while without a subscription and not really feel it, and then when you feel like tryharding for like a month or so, you can just pick one up and be like, alright, now we're playing Vigigame. Time to play hard. It sort of supports the way I engage with MMOs, which is intensely for short periods of time, which is not how they want me to do it at all. It's been there since release? Huh. My mistake then, I must have missed it. Respect then. Best free-to-play game? In terms of fairness of payment model and in terms of overall amount of enjoyment I've managed to get out of it, I think the winner's gotta be Path of Exile for me there. Path of Exile has by far the fairest free-to-play model I've ever seen in my entire life, and it allows them to make almost no compromises. Devs are good about updates and communication. The game itself has a lot of diverse stuff going on in terms of gameplay interactions, kind of a theory crafter's wet dream. It's good, man. It's just really good. I saw one of those item boxes had a different, it was on a different cycle in terms of glow than the others. Bothered me. So I guess second is what's happening here. I guess guy's pretty far ahead, and he's driving a good line, and I don't think I can unseat him with a shell from here. He's actually too far to take a shot anyway. So I'd have to roll into a red shell, which would kind of suck dick, plus I'd have to ditch my defensive item and risk getting pummeled. Ah. Alright. I think that was a mushroom, so I'm okay with third there. I took that turn kind of shitty, but I don't think he'd have been able to overtake without that, so whatever. That's how I feel every time. Can we get a Demon Steel server going? Man, it's tempting. There's so many good Doom mods. I really do just want to do a gigantic fucking rotating clusterfuck server that runs one round of whatever I find interesting and then switches to another round of a completely different set of WODs that I find interesting. And I don't know whether the Xandronum server architecture actually supports that in any way, but it would be pretty cool. I mean, like, if I get a VPS of any real quality, then I could probably run, like, 6 servers at once. Which is... I could run a lot more than 6, but 6 pretty much covers everything I'd be interested in running. That's like... Push, Instagib, Vanilla Duel, probably a handful of the wackier mods, and then, like... Patron's Choice or something. What's the absolute worst use of a private server? I'm not sure if this qualifies as worst or best, it may be both, but doit.wad is probably my favorite fucking example of how not to fucking run a multiplayer. Doit.wad multiplayer is pretty fucking funny, because you just host it and you wait, and people who don't know will show up eventually. Host a Minecraft server, to be honest. It's sort of tempting. You know, like, I actually like Minecraft. I can't engage with it in the way that I think you're supposed to engage with it in, because I can't turn off my brain and, like, not play in a goal-oriented manner. Which means Minecraft leaves me, like, kind of grasping, you know? But... Host a Tekkit server. Tekkit is such a messy mod pack, but I love it for its ambition anyway. I remember there was a while back, there was a, server fork and client fork referred to as Spoutcraft or something? Wow, okay, that happened. What? Okay. And it did some kind of neat things, like some expanded internet connectivity, so you could, like, craft, music discs from network resources, shit like that. Hitbox mentioned Minecraft's Factions plugin. Real ass and ass. And whales, maybe. Shit. I enjoyed the dungeon crawling and some of the combat mods. I've never actually played around with too many other combat mods because it seems like a weird framework to start with, you know? Really? You didn't need to do that. Can I still make it? Dickhead. He had a triple shroom. Man. I only ever played in the earlier days of it, before there was even a hunger meter. I don't understand the purpose of the hunger meter. Like, XP is kind of neat. That's alright, but it's like hunger as a mechanic in Minecraft? It doesn't do anything except annoy you and restrict the faction in which you can play the game comfortably. There's no point. I don't understand what it adds to the game other than... survival games are pretty cool. The kids like survival games, don't they? I didn't play much after the hunger patch, honestly. It's like the survival elements of Minecraft aren't actually relevant in the vanilla game anyway, so hunger is the sort of thing that should be left to mods. Hunger is implemented for the PvP side, I think, and it's to give meat a purpose. I mean, yeah, I guess some kind of meaningful distinction between shit like meat and healing potions is potentially valuable, but I'm sitting here like, I don't... it's just not fun, man. It's not fun. In a game that's so, where world traversal is so heavily focused on as a mechanic, sprint really should be an always-on thing. I shouldn't need to maintain it. Did you ever host a Fail Sword server? Question mark? I don't understand what that means. I never actually did play Hunger Games mod. Might be fun to fuck with for a while. Man, Demon, you don't know how long I've thought about, like, this breaks the #1 rule around here. But because I've never actually talked about this at length before, I feel like I should at least touch on it. You don't know how much I've thought about if, like, any of the current running private servers, which I think is just, Void and ESMU potentially. If any of those ever got their source leaked or anything like that, you don't know how all over I would be just fucking implementing a PvP-only, server. Set it up hosted by donations, like 2B2T does it. Just put a fucking bar up on the main page. Server stays alive if we receive this much a month. Here's how much we have received. Any extras carried over the next month. If we don't get it, server goes down until it can come back up again. I'm shitty at Mario Kart in general, so the engagement is kinda eh. It's like I'd be losing regardless, I think. Really? I thought I was clear on that jump like a motherfucker. The other thing I'd like to host, as far as, like, game shit, is I'd like to host either a Xenotic or a Reflex race server with, primarily easy maps. Stuff that's, like, time and, learning focused, rather than, completion focused. Yeah, there's two very different categories as far as defrag maps go. There's clear is success, and then there's time is success. Let's go. And I feel like both of them can be satisfying to high-end players, but one of them can't be satisfying to low-end players, so, yeah. If that could happen with Dragon Nest, I'd be all over it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us here have seen, Neverwinter was my first love regarding that. Games with interesting PvP systems, or at least potentially interesting PvP systems that get stymied by, MMO cruft. Xenotic race mechanics are fucked, though, because every race server runs modified physics, because the baseline Xenotic movement mechanics are so easy. Man, Reflex Doubles, though, I actually got my chance to play it for the first time due to the matchmaking patch recently, and it's hella fun, dude. It's ridiculously fun. Like, doubles beats duel handily. It's kind of how I feel about melee. It's like 2v2 just... Man. Shit's always going on. Control is a little bit more freeform. Action's always fucking intense, because you can't just run around and stack plus back rail all the time. Really? Again? Jesus, I bet I know what it is. It's the new monitor. I bet you anything I'm pressing it early, because I'm playing this from a new monitor. I haven't actually played Mario Kart on this thing before. If the game was free, then I'd say Worms Armageddon fucking win. I wonder if there's like an open Worms clone or something. I like how on a lot of Minecraft servers, the hack detection stuff will boot you for using mod features. Like, so, this player's using fly hacks. Actually, no, they're using a mod that allows you to fly in-game perfectly legitimately. No, shut up! They're using flight hacks. Should be lower latency, which is why I'm hitting early. Ah! Yeah! It's called hedgehogs. Ha! Interdasting. Yo, I'm forgetting the fucking name of it, but does anybody remember the fucking... It's the game with tanks and missiles, and like every round you spend some amount of currency and like different kinds of weapons, and then you... It's like really shitty, it's just like tanks and hills. And you're just trying to blow up the other guy. What the fuck is that called? God damn it. I've played it on so many platforms because it's been ported to everything. Man, my coins are pretty wild today. Was it actually called Tanks? Tank Wars 2. Ah, okay. Yeah, because it got ported or cloned in so many ways that I imagine it had a bunch of different naming schemes going on. Wow. It's pretty rough. Scorched Earth is the original. Thank you! I was looking for Scorched Earth specifically because... Well, it was the first. That and fucking press 1 for slime volleyball. I can't be the only person. I don't know whether this is a universal human culture experience or not. But like, slime volleyball was real as fuck. It was so good. There we go. Somebody, I'm not alone. The only one though? Weird generational gap thing, maybe. Who knows? Sorry about that. Slime volleyball and all the fucking variants that were just the same thing, but with more shit on the screen. Like how all the fucking early home game consoles were just Pong with different rules. Slime Volley is the free internet game equivalent of Windjammers. Yo, stop watching my stream and go fucking Google Slime Volleyball right now if you haven't played it. That game is like... That's the first thing I think of now, when I think of poverty hype. It's a fucking Java game, Jesus Christ. Wins slime volleyball doubles net play. Ah! I really thought I could make it. Dog is pregnant, she's annoying as fuck. Yikes. Ah. Remember when people made Java games? Remember when Java? Hell, I don't even think Minecraft needs a standalone Java installation anymore. And there is Minecraft Windows 10 Edition, which is just Pocket Edition, but on Windows 10. And granted, it performs a fuck of a lot better than the Java client, but it's still missing some pretty important features, like any of the features. It's literally just Pocket Edition. Maybe I should have grabbed that, but holding a mushroom here at least lets me boost to this turn. Yo, Territory War, though! Ah, I just remembered that. Thank you, Zogzer. Shit, man. Territory War was the fucking shit. That game was too real. Too real for planet Earth, man. I gotta stop taking the top route. I think it's actually just shittier. This Java pre-packed now and it installs it silently. Yeah, I figured it'd be something like that. Mushroom? 3 mushrooms. Ah. Close enough. Thing Arena. I'm flashing on that name, but I don't quite remember it. I know the name. I know I should know the name. I mean, like, if we're going for, like, fucking middle school internet nostalgia, press 1 for Madness Combat. Too good. Yeah, it's really not a complete port, like Sil says. It's pretty bad. My childhood has some really weird nostalgia games thanks to buying one of those shitty 1 billion shareware games on a CD ripoffs once. Right, those things. The big fucking demo discs. Madness Combat and fucking Xiao Xiao. It's too good. I think Albino Black Sheep was a little bit too early for me. I did arrive to Newgrounds late and I got to experience that. The Newgrounds audio portal, still, like, the thing for me that introduced me to electronic music in general. So I can credit Newgrounds for that, turning me into a fat fucking trash lord. Damn, what other fucking Flash games? Man. There's that one fucking mini-clip game. Helicopters and a bunch of different weapons. Holy Attack 3, I think? Yeah. I remember that shit. My god. I wasn't expecting to feel today. Typer Shark! Oh god, the old fucking PopCap games. Slay me. See me in fucking Bookworm. See me in Alchemy. Oh. Alright. I guess I deserve that one. Katie doesn't know what Typer Shark is. Dumper! Ground! I credit Typer Shark for my 130 words per minute typing today. Typer Shark was this old, really shitting, because, like, PopCap, the guys who do Bejeweled and shit, they do a whole bunch of other games that faded into obscurity long, long ago, back when charging money for Windows games stopped becoming a real thing. And, like, it was just fucking a whole bunch of sharks swimming at you from the right side of the screen with words or letters printed on them. You had to type the words or letters correctly to zap them before they got to you. Yeah, 130. 130 is my peak speed as well. It's like, I think I tested 140 on Type Racer once or twice. Realistically, I hang around 120 more often. Yeah, I'm pretty fast, though. I'd do a type racer demo, but I think I'd have to set back my settings as far as audio desync and everything go. Plus, I'd have to switch my monitor over. I probably shouldn't have held that for so fucking long. Paying attention's hard. Gorillas feel good, Hank. That's pretty good, actually. It's not bad. I'll give you credit for that one. That was well constructed. How could we talk about Doom mods and multiplayer without talking about push? I feel like I mentioned push at least a couple times. I've never actually got to play it with humans, but it looks fun as shit, honestly. Remember those poverty-ass educational games like Fraction Munchers? Is this the part where I talk about living books again? Because living fucking books. Living books and, like, the fucking Learning Company games. I remember... This is, like, somewhere in my fucking head. It was, like, they did a series of games that were all basically reskins of each other. I remember one of them was in space, and I don't remember anything the fuck else about it. Mavis Bacon. Number Muncher. I should nostalgia trip Mavis Bacon teacher's typing at some point. Just because I remember having it for my old fucking XP PC. Man, the things I did to that PC before I knew how to computer, I had all the Stardock shit. I had window blinds, I had Desktop X, I had Microsoft Plus, which I don't even know if you can find fucking records of anymore. Silver theme for days. And suddenly, in the midst of all this fucking tech-related nostalgia, Accelerated Reader hits me out of the fucking blue. Man, that's fucked up. I wasn't expecting you to remember that today. Treasure Mountain and its variant / sequels. Yeah. There we go. I think at one point some of our school PCs had those or something. Eee! Maximally extend that boost. Let's go. The game that was supposed to make you type faster on a numpad. Ha, back when data entry drills were a thing. Is typing taught in high schools yet? Like, seriously, I feel like we're a little bit late on this one. I see people who are, like, gonna be using computers for the majority of the rest of their lives and they can't fucking operate a keyboard. And it hurts me. Okay, so I need to ditch this. And we need to fucking go. Pull an item fast, asshole. What? How? Okay. Like, I don't type the correct way, but I type close to it because it's kind of how my typing naturally evolved. Like, I feel like maintaining a rigid home row actually slows you down a little bit, but, like, as long as you have a consistent system, I'd say. It doesn't, like, have you crossing your fingers over each other or whatnot. Texas requires a tech credit ranging anywhere from APP to comp classes. Ha. Hey. Barely made it, boys. Not bad. Like, I have habits that don't make sense considering home row shit. Like, I hang around the home row kind of loosely. But, like, I'll type Y with my left index finger. I don't ever use right shift even though you're supposed to, I think. Like, I never use right shift, which means my left hand gets into some weird positions sometimes. I also, this is weird, But I actually, like, I'll fuck up the symbols on the number row sometimes. Like, I'll be looking for fucking anything besides, like, caret, at, exclamation point, and parentheses. And I guess asterisk now as well. But, like, I'll forget where ampersand and percent are all the time. I think it's just those two, ampersand and percent, since I use them so rarely. I only do it when I have the left hand too occupied to hit left shift. See, that's it. I never use right shift. Like, literally never. My pinky's just up in the fucking air. Going to space. And yeah, thumbs only for spacebar as far as I'm concerned. Your thumbs never leave spacebar. I also don't really use my right thumb for spacebar ever, I think. I think it's usually left for me. I'd have to, like, actually sit down and type some stuff paying attention to the way I type to remember, though. I only use right thumb for space. And my right hand is fucked. I don't know what's going on there. Alright. We try to, like, actually progress in the video game today? Okay, keyboard layout, best layout. God damn it. I always fucking brick that shortcut. I've thought of, like, switching to alternate layouts before, then I realized, number one, I'm already in top fucking 0.01 percentile of, typists in general. And number two, any gains I make by switching layouts would probably be over the course of my life averaged out by the number of time that I spend typing like a fucking potato. The amount of time, excuse me. The impossible quiz. Oh, the memories. Jesus. The last question is the most evil shit I've ever fucking seen. Who here saw the last question of the impossible quiz? I'm about to fucking... If you haven't, I'm about to end your lives. Because the last question of the impossible quiz 1 is use all your skips. If you've used any skips on any question up to that point, you can't win. It's so fucked up. They actually outright troll you. You type at 1:30, become a fucking stenographer. I've actually thought about doing dictation stuff on the side. Like, I could probably crush fucking M-Turk. The rates are pretty ass, but, might be something to do in my free time, I don't know. Should have thrown both of those. I never beat the impossible quiz, I never had the patience. I also, like, didn't have access to a computer at the time. So it was, like, exclusively played on school computers, which is why I probably didn't get the chance. But, man. I remember there was a puzzle game I played kind of like the Impossible Quiz, but one of the answers was only revealed by printing the page out. Wow. I remember, there's some sort of virtual console adaptation on the Wii, I believe, that... I don't remember the name of the game, but I remember that it was... Back in the days where, like, you'd get games that came with physical trinkets a lot that were necessary for progression. You'd have, like, manuals with maps printed in them and stuff like that. And sometimes it would double as copy protection. But, like, anyway, in the virtual console release of this game, because the original, you had to dip a printout included with the game in water to reveal a code or something, a code or a symbol, or something like that. And so they actually had to include, like, the virtual ability to do that in the in-game manual in the virtual console version instead of modifying the game. Which was what I think they did for similar stuff like that, like the digital release of the Metal Gear Solid games, where, like, the codec frequency you need for a certain part of the game is on the back of the box. Star Tropics, thank you. Man, old game copy protection, actually just copy protection in general is actually super interesting to me. If you've ever got a fuck ton of time on your hands, go through the TV tropes page on copy protection, and then, like, go through TCRF on it as well for, I think they have a category, games with copy protection specifically. Also, as long as you are on TV Tropes, check out the non-standard game over page, because it's kind of moderately interesting. Word 3 of paragraph 7 on page 17. Yeah, the manual check ones were super common. The electronic manual scan includes the back cover as well. Because I know the, a lot of the re-releases of the Metal Gear games played around with stuff like that. Like, Psycho Mantis getting upset that he can't read wireless controllers or something like that. Or that, no, it was because the original 6-axis didn't have vibration or something, wasn't it? Say, I'll move your controller with my mind. Wait, it doesn't have vibration. Shit. If you guys have never looked into, the way that Spyro, I think it was Spyro 2, did its copy protection, there's actually an article about that on Gamma Sutra, I believe. That's kind of an interesting read. They went into it with, I think, it's the right idea even now, which is nothing is impossible to break, but you can make it a major pain in the ass to break. So the game just breaks at various points along its runtime in ways that are hard to predict or, immediately identify as the result of the crack. So making a return at MGS4, and he was like, why can't I read your mind? Wait, where's your memory card? Ah, there we go, that's what I was thinking of. There we go. Is it Spyro 3? Huh. Fat ass. They just let that name through straight up? Fat ass with two fucking asterisks at the end. Waits until you're at the end of the game. Yeah, this is the one that freezes during the final boss, doesn't it? Yeah, it pulls an Earthbound. Freezes in the final boss and resets you with nothing. It's pretty funny. Although that doesn't feel like it's effective, it's just kind of vindictive. The approach I like is stuff like Pugsy did, where it gives you a small demo section of the game and then is like, hey, now stop playing on the copy and go buy the real version if you liked it enough to get this far. Or like Alan Wake did, where it just puts an eye patch on the player character and it's like, hey, so we know this isn't a legit copy. That's okay. Not gonna fight you on this one, but maybe buy the game if you enjoy it. Replaces the loading screen tips with stuff like that. Was Operation Flashpoint the one that did the fade stuff, like Arma? Where, like, the game just plays shittier and shittier as you go on, where you can't, like, control anything towards the end of it. And yeah, the Invincible Super Scorpion is fucking godlike. That's one of my favorites for sure. Pokemon Black and White, where your Pokemon don't get XP. There's also a separate thing related to Flash Carts, where when you get into battle, the little Pokeball icons that show how many Pokemon your opponent has just spin, and the battle never actually starts. Hey, James. Styin subs, forehead. I can't meme on you with that emote, I'm so sad. It'd be fucked up for me to subscribe to anyone right now in my financial situation, but that emote, man, that emote is tempting. So a game went, here, you're a pirate, here's an eye patch for your style. Yep, I have a lot of respect for the Alan Wake devs for that. I remember Skullgirls doing a little bit of an anti-piracy measure as well. Like, after finishing a story mode or something, it gives you a really cryptic random message. Something like Narwhal Bacon's at midnight tier. And so when someone went to Twitter like, hey, what does this message mean? Mike Z himself responds like, it means you should probably purchase the video game. And they had this little altercation that ended with, nah, it's cool, man, I get it. I understand that you just want to try it out or whatever. It's like, I understand that people... Maybe you're not a shit person, it's okay. But, like, try to do the right thing. Yeah, Game Dev Story is the other one. I think, because everyone knows about Game Dev Story, where if you pirate the game, then the game that you're making in-game is impossible to succeed with because it gets pirated too often, which is like, that's pretty cool. But they also have a page up on their website that's search engine optimized for so it's intended to come up when you search shit like game dev story torrent or game dev story free download, game dev story crack, etc. It's loaded with those tags to try and land you on the developer's website where they're like, hi, it looks like you're trying to get a free copy of our game. Could you maybe not? We're a small team, guys, come on. We got there, boys. If you want your game to not get cracked, upload the first torrent. That's also something they did, and it worked, apparently. They uploaded a torrent at the same time as the release with a fake scene group description. And then later a little article like, oh, so you mean our torrent got 50 times the downloads as the game on Steam? Huh. Easy money. Yeah, it wasn't actually like an anti-piracy mechanism within the game, it was just something that they added to the torrent that they uploaded themselves, I believe. As far as that goes, I know that Brental Floss uploaded a copy of one of his albums to the Pirate Bay. Just threw it out on a couple major trackers, and it's the album, except all of the vocal tracks are him in a pirate voice. It's pretty fucking funny. I have a lot of respect for that when you're allowed to play with the medium a little bit. What are some other good ones? Jesus, we've been talking about this for a while. It's fun, though. I actually like these weird little tidbits. This is how I get stuck on TV tropes for hours at a time. Rental Floss still fucked up the Final Fantasy victory theme for me. Now you're dead, cause we killed you. Wow, Jesus, that accuracy. Happy Sunday or happy Monday to you all, whenever the world you may be from. Thanks, dude. Hope you enjoy your unspecified day of the week, too. God damn. See, this is the shit that I have nightmares about, okay? Because to the best of my knowledge, no one has done this yet. Except I think there's at least one developer who joked about it at one point. But I want a game where the anti-piracy mechanism is a screamer. Just like an absolutely fucking horrifying, blood-curdling screamer. And then optionally it steals your credit card information. I know there is a, there's at least one Japanese adult title that posts your personal information and a screenshot of your desktop to a public site until you pay for the game, which is pretty funny. But like a screamer would scare the shit out of me when pirating. Like include it in a couple different ways in the code and at a couple different points in the game, have a chance to trigger randomly all the time. And like, nobody fucking knows whether the cracks have fully removed it, initially. So for the first, like, 2 weeks, everybody's looking at it like, that's pretty dodgy, man. I don't know. Those who took pictures of people's desktops. Yeah, I think that was as part of their anti-cheat. Peppy claims, and I'm inclined to believe him because the guy's pretty reasonable most of the time, that, the screenshots were actually only ever kept if they failed an automatic analysis looking for the UI elements of common cheat programs. Which seems like kind of a neat way of doing things. It's like, man, you gotta outrun the cheaters in a game like that. 5% chance you just get loud Nigra. Yo. It's a rhythm game, but if you miss, it's a screamer. Yeah. Peppy's kind of a dick sometimes, but overall I respect his development philosophy and the way he runs the game outside of whatever the fuck's going on with Mania, because it's clearly a bastard child that never should have happened in the first place. But yeah, it's crazy because, like, when you think about it, you run your average video game, it's like, it can change your system volume. Definitely can't stop it from doing that. So if you got a game that's like, if you got a game with evil enough anti-piracy mechanisms, could totally just jack your system volume to 100, Jeff the Killer you, and then fucking delete itself. Yeah, see, Meriden has the right idea. You gotta do it like the Spyro devs did, though, where, like, you have a single switch in the development system that you can use to turn off all the features at once. In the development system, mind you. Not in, like, the actual game. There's no flag in-game, but there's a flag in the development system that you can use to get all this stuff, because if you figure out that it's not working, like, a week before release, you don't want to screamer people. That's bad. Street Fighter V, except you fight the general every time you try to start the game. I think I started too early there, so I'm gonna get a shitty boost. That one was actually okay, never mind. I appreciate Music Park. Like, as far as music-themed levels go, there aren't a lot of things that are gonna be better than that one level from Sonic Advance 2. But, like, you can get close. Holy shit, that was a beautiful interaction. I was going too fast and hit his shell mid-air. If the anti-piracy triggers on legit purchases, it's a feature, not a bug. Spoken like a true programmer. Oh shit. That's actually okay, because I got a star, but less okay than it would have been to just take the fucking route normally. I appreciate Music Park, but on the other hand, that's not how pianos work. Yeah. It's even funnier if you have multiple players on the same console on the pianos, because you'd think it would just sound like garbage. Like, logically speaking, they'd be desynced and fucking dissonant as shit. But it actually just puts the other players kind of smoothly fades in on this, at the same rhythm on a major third. Which is like, alright, I appreciate that. I respect. Wow. I fucked that up pretty badly, huh? Alright, so we'll take the safe route here, since that shortcut's kind of fucked up if you don't get the angle really well. Nobody saw that. What do you call competitive Mario Kart played on the pianos in this map? Oh boy. A ranked ladder. Jesus Christ. Got it. That time. Kind of fucked up the jump, though. Whee! Alright, now we'll clip this. Oh my god. Man's hubris. He's not even close enough to get hit by that and for it to matter. He's already across the finish line, but I had to do it anyway. Street Fighter V, except every other word is replaced with B and all the themes are faced with tuna 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 instead of Street Fighter V, it's Shaq Fu. Seems good. Tempo for the 32X is a game that's all music levels. Yeah, the 32X for real? How is 32X emulation? I think Kega can do it. I don't know off the top of my head, though. The game I'm thinking of not only messes with your save file, but if you try to hide the save file, the game will actually look through your hard drive to find it, and the character in question will get upset with you for doing it. Yo, that's crazy. Because I know there's a, I've heard of this, there's some sort of VN subversion thing where, the game guides you onto a particular girl's route in the first playthrough, and then on subsequent playthroughs, she remains aware of the route and keeps fucking with you until, like, there's that scene on YouTube that I think is what most people have seen of it, of the main character getting beaten to death with a baseball bat. It's kind of bloody and awful. But the whole time, the girl is speaking to the player directly. It's pretty cute. Why do you have boosts every second in the modern Mario Karts? Because going fast is fun! Yeah! Remember that game, trying to get the name? Yeah, because what Jin described is like... The game actually looks through your hard drive to find the save file. That's pretty funny. So he finds it in your recycle bin, and it's like, eh? Oh, because that's the game I was thinking of, I think. So is it the same game? Because I didn't know it did that. That's pretty fucking funny. I think the game that Twiski gave me was the game that I was referring to, so Jen and I were talking about the same game. There we go. Talking really fucking fast all of a sudden, because sometimes I get excited about weird meta shit in video games. Like, Undertale's entire final act overstayed its welcome like a motherfucker, but it did some cool things. I love it when games do, like, interface screws for effect, and the entire section with the amalgamates was kind of gold for that. But yeah, I remember the climax of the game, I believe, or at least the climax, assuming you don't see one of the secret endings, I think, is that, you get fucking, your save actually gets bricked into a beta version of the game, and the character in question is narrating whenever you pause, like, you can't go back, you can't load your save, it's a fucking feature, not a bug. It's pretty cute. Wow! Jesus! Rocked. Remember I had pirated a game where there was a chance the random encounter would be the final boss? Yeah, that's so good. I feel like that kind of shit is funny as hell, though, but I feel like it creates... Wow, that was pretty bad. It creates problems regarding the first impression of the game to potential buyers. Just because, like, often people do pirate things to try them or to test them on their machine because demos don't really exist anymore and not everyone knows that you can do the Steam refund trick or has the money to purchase the game right up front. So in that situation, I think it's important to make sure that you make a good impression to players, even if you're going to fuck with their experience or cut them off at some point. I remember I got hit with anti-piracy stuff only once, I think, and it was with Edge, which is like this cute little hybrid kind of puzzle platformer looking thing for, it was originally released for iOS and Android, and I had a jailbreaked iPhone at the time, so I grabbed it, and during the first level, which is a separate first level only for the pirated version, that's like basically just a play around of the game's mechanics, it's really large with no exit. And the game just kind of whispers to you in the background, like, you must purchase the game. We know what you did. And it scared the absolute fucking shit out of me. And after like a minute and a half of that, it eventually boots you out of the game with a little message box that says, hey, so you can go to the App Store to buy the game if you want, if you feel like this is your thing. I don't know. I almost tried to play Mega Man X on a horrible emulator. I was wondering why the game was so awful. The emulator tripped the anti-piracy. Mega Man X is anti-piracy? Because I know, I think it's either Star Force or Network Transmission, I believe, that has a, I forget the title of the game, but not the actual game itself. I just forget which one is which. Where you get a random encounter every single frame if you're playing from a flashcard or an emulator. Have you seen the bizarre Mighty No. 9 trailer? Anime fan on prom night? Oh yeah. Oh, Baby Park happened. I tried to not notice, thanks. Mega Man X piracy was super slow down. Huh. It's kind of neat. Because for the SNES and the Genesis, basically the way piracy worked back then was primarily cartridge copiers, from what I understand. So, the cute stuff was to, because a lot of games use battery-backed save RAM, basically, to ensure that your progress is saved and all that. It's the successor to password systems, you know how it works. And so, a flash cart had to have the maximum amount of save RAM that a game could have on the system, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to save your data. And so what games did for piracy checks back then is they tried to write to SRAM that didn't exist. And so if the cartridge copier cartridge had more save RAM than your game should have, then that write would work and you'd be able to return the value back from basically space that wasn't mapped. And from there you can detect that the game isn't being run on its original hardware. And a lot of emulators will actually trip that as well on default settings. Or at least they did for a long time. Did that just happen? Okay. Seems good. Mega Man X's anti-piracy messes up your controls and adds general weird randomness. See, I feel like it's really important if you're going to build in an anti-piracy measure that it has to be like either obviously related to technical issues or obviously related to anti-piracy. Because if you just make the game feel like shit, like it might be rewarding from a perspective. It's like, yeah, they're not having fun. They can't have fun with the video game. But really shitty impressions. People won't know what's wrong. And when somebody asks them for opinion, it's like, hey, so you copied Mega Man X the other day. How was that? It's like, oh shit, didn't control very well, lots of slowdown. You know that. Yeah, Genesis and SNES anti-piracy worked like that. I know specifically that Earthbound uses an SRAM check, along with something else, I believe, because it has two separate checks. It has the in-game checks, and then it has the splash screen that pops up at the start of the game. And those are both apparently on a different thing. Fighting game anti-piracy that adds 1 frame input delay. You're just gonna be worse forever. You could play one game only to find out you were playing some other game besides what the original game could have. Dude, unlabeled cartridges were crazy like that, especially when like you're getting them at like a garage sale or something and it's just the game title written on with Sharpie and somebody got it wrong. Or when the cartridges you're getting have somebody else's name written on them. Cause I remember my mom made me I went on a fucking whale watching trip for something vaguely school related, and I wanted to take my Game Boy and shit so I could play with my best friends. And she made me mark every piece of that fucking thing, every cartridge and the console in like 3 different places with my name. I feel like, regarding these things, there's sort of a temptation to be cheeky versus the desire to be elegant, sort of a push and pull. The desire for it to actually serve a particular Oh! Well, we both fucked up the same thing. You can't mushroom through that, apparently. It needs to be a star. Yeah, every cartridge. I think if she could have found a way to make me mark the link cable, she would have done it too. That feeling whale. By the way, regarding people who give me money, I wanted to make this announcement again because I feel like a lot of people missed it when I made it the first time. I did change my tip processor, so if you see a normal page, if you see a different page than normal there, don't worry about it. It's just to make notifications hopefully more consistent by not having to go through a third-party service and instead running directly through Muxy. Huh. The Witcher 2. While the games are DRM-free, sketchy copies come with a twist. Some kill off the hero in the first few hours of the game via cutscene. Some cause you to romance your own grandmother? What the fuck is that all about? I want more information on that, because I never heard of it. The only thing I know about the Witcher series is that one photo of Geralt in the bathtub that PC Gamer uses at the time. Does this have an effect on patrons? Patreon payments should be fine. Nothing should have changed there. Writing your names and things makes them more likely to get stolen. The second someone sees the name, they think why it's here, and their mind ends up on that theft once it's resolved. Yeah. There's probably some value to that, but at the same time, it's like, protection against theft is not really feasible in most situations. Like, you can lock your bike, but somebody can get to it if they want it. What you're doing is basically making the trade-off. You're trying to set things up so that the potential cost associated with dealing with stealing your particular thing is higher than the payoff, so that somebody will go do something else. Like, if you're gonna steal a bike, you're gonna steal a bike. That's just how you operate, I think. Like, the vast majority of situations. So, like, locking your bike is one thing, it makes it less attractive than an unlocked bike. But then, like, taking off the tire, taking off the fucking front wheel and clipping it to the frame, using heavier locks, removing the seat, etc., etc., making it look shitty and patched up by, like, duct taping things that don't necessarily need to be duct taped. It's all about fucking with the perception of the opportunity cost, I think. What do you think about the Nintendo Switch? I don't really think I can think anything about it yet, because I haven't got my hands on it yet. Reviewers and journalists seem really split on the performance, almost to the point of schizophrenia, and most of the launch titles are just like, hey, I'm here. ARMS looks pretty cool, I guess. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe might be neat, although it's gonna kill this game when it releases. I'm 18 in 20 minutes, don't know how to feel about it. Yo! Shit. It's a milestone, I'm glad to share it with you. ARMS isn't a launch title? Well, what the fuck are they doing? ARMS needs to be a launch title, it's the hypest thing I've seen on the Switch. There's that and, like, Ultra Street Fighter 2, which I don't even really understand why it's there, but I guess it's cool, so we'll go with it. Aw, fuck. Mistimed. Where's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Yeah, shit! Drop the ball hard. Guess I'm old, I turned 34 earlier this month. Yeah, I feel like you get all types around here. I don't see as much 12-year-olds as I feel like there are on Twitch around here, though. Maybe it's because the stream is too cerebral for them. I'm literally too smart. I don't know. They're all busy watching fucking CSGO unboxings. Shit like that, I don't know. This used to be an unboxing stream. Charging $40 for USF2. That's crazy. 40 bucks is... That's kind of a fucked up ratio. Most of the games announced for the Switch are first-year titles. Makes sense, I guess. I also get to change my birth certificate, so I guess there are benefits. Nice. You doing, like, legal name and gender transition stuff, or just get it reprinted in general? It's just like, shit, I'm 18. That's exactly how I felt. I wake up in the morning, it's like, so you're 18, how does it feel to be a legal adult? And I'm like, everything feels the same, I don't understand. Literally nothing has changed except I have a vague sense of anticipation. That's kind of bad. Name will come later, yeah. Get the gender marker changed now, nice. Hopefully that's fairly painless. Okay, how the fuck do I get through here? Close enough. So the way the Witcher 2 grandmother thing works is that in every romance and sex scene they replace the girls with the grandmother model. That's amazing that they can even rig it like that. That's crazy. What do you think about For Honor? I haven't gotten the chance to poke it yet. I hear a lot of people talking about it, and apparently the primary complaint is that stage hazards like instant kill geysers and bridge shit are left on in standard play, so you can die to one throw in the wrong situations. As Rizaku put it, For Honor, more like no fucking honor. Couldn't get third or better, tough luck. That feel win podium. Haven't played on Sunshine Airport for a while. Maryland's process for it is extremely easy, just gotta get it signed by my therapist and send it to them along with a processing fee. Sick. Seems pretty straightforward. I appreciate how this group has mostly stayed together here. It's like, playing this game in groups of 5 or 6 is weird because of how swingy the game is regarding distance-based items. Like, people just break away so far ahead of the pack in this game because of the way items punish the player in second more than they do in first. And punish the players in the pack most of all. 1-2 Switch, Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, Just Dance 2017, Human Resource Machine, I Am Setsuna, Breath of the Wild, Glitter Inferno, Skylanders, Imaginators, Super Bomberman, Arm, World of Goo. That's a pretty solid launch lineup, although it's missing on core titles. I don't think that's Nintendo's strategy anymore, so whatever. Oh great, I should have held it. And what the fuck is Skylanders? I see it blowing up on YouTube. It's apparently still alive despite being one of the dumbest fucking concepts. Sitting here like, wait, but what is it actually? Get the better items when deep in this game, yet everybody tries to kill you when you lead the race. And the problem is that being in the pack gets way more dangerous the further that the first place player pulls ahead. Which is kind of a self-reinforcing effect. It means the farther you get back, the more fucked up it is to try and advance. And especially if you're breaking away from the pack, they have way more high-value offensive items to screw you with. That was the most unfortunate banana collision I've ever fucking seen. That would have been easy first if I had just been a little bit further to the inside, but I didn't have the space. So let's see. Yikes, this is gonna be pretty far out. Ah, and a red shell too. That's pretty bad. ARMS, MK8DX, Has Been Heroes, Puyo Puyo Tetris, and Snipper Clips all come out in spring shortly after Switch release. Huh. So at least that's something. Why? Fucking Rosalina players. No, Elite is safe, but it's been an unfortunate thing since Double Dash. Yeah, the concept of distance-based items just... I feel like it could work better if it was tuned better so that high-value offensive items didn't come up so often in, like, the front of the pack. If it used kind of a hybrid system of sorts, where it takes into account distance and relative position. Because the way it's always parsed is relative position. Like, that's the way people always think of the game. So... Yeah, still got podium. Can't be too angry. Dude, I'm so hyped for Sonic Mania. Just... the fucking music in the Desert Stage sold me beyond, like, any fucking comprehension I previously had. I'm sitting here thinking, like, Sonic Mania looks to be pretty cool based on what they've released so far, but I don't know if it'll hold up. Seems like it's got sort of a, CD sort of aesthetic and charm mixed with level design that's slightly less asinine than CD. But I don't know how to feel about it yet. I don't know how much content there's gonna be or what kind of staying power. And then that fucking level comes out and I just see Knuckles bouncing around to the fucking whistle. And it's like, alright, sold. Sold immediately. Fuck. Yeah, Do It What is the sort of thing that depending on who you are, you'll either find it, like, kind of uncomfortably distasteful or really fucking funny. In my case, it was actually both. But I feel like it's worth the experience. Alright. Sonic Mania sprites, though. Dude, the sprite work is so lush and gorgeous. Every environment feels like it's made up of so much fucking shit, man. It really is incredible. And I know it's too much to hope for, like, a Sonic game with... Oh god, Slow Train to Slowsville. What was I gonna say? I know it's too much to hope for a Sonic game with unlocked frame rate so I can play it at 144 Hz or something, but I want to dream anyway, because if there's anybody who would pull that shit off, it'd be Stealth and Taxman, who are the minds behind a whole bunch of awesome Sonic fan game and disassembly stuff. Taxman is responsible for the Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 mobile ports, which all run native widescreen, no frame drops, 60 FPS with Tails and Knuckles playable. And Stealth, among other things, is responsible for a proof of concept of Sonic 1 GBA, that if somebody could link, that'd be fantastic. Because the official Sega release of that got cocked up beyond recognition, and it actually pissed him off so much that he had to go like, okay, no, this is what this should look like, you idiots. Oh yeah, Megamix. That's the one big thing I forgot. Sonic Megamix is one of those ROM hacks that actually feels polished enough to be a real game. That, along with, like, what is the other hack I'm thinking of? It's, Sonic 2 Remix or something, I think? It's weird because it's structured like Super Mario 64, where there's the fucking hub world, and each level has a handful of different goals regarding collectibles and routes and score attack and shit like that. Oh wait, I've seen Do It That Wad. Huh, I'm surprised you didn't remember the name then. Sonic Mania has a terrible case of upscale design. The checkerboard backgrounds on Act 1, for instance, look terrible at 1080p. Yeah, I'm sort of hoping it'll have, like, some kind of native integer scale option, or, I mean, I could always be a cheeky motherfucker and run it through an external scaler. XD? As far as jokey Sonic ROM hacks go, it's probably between, shit, I don't even know. All those are okay. It's between the, Omochao hack and, Sonic 2 Dimps. Sonic 2 Dimps actually pisses me off with how accurate it is. I doubt Sonic Mania would have an uncapped frame rate, but we could always hope. Yeah, unfortunately it's being designed for consoles, so I think that's probably the last thing on their priority list, but hey man, I can dream. There is always hope. I wonder if I should be fire hopping these. It looks like they're blue boosts, and I don't think fire hopping is supposed to help on those. I don't know a lot about it though. I feel like it's just one of those things that I should learn if I continue playing this game expecting results. Man, if Mario Kart gets too technical, I won't be able to enjoy it anymore. If I accept more responsibility for my own standing in this game, it'll piss me off more than actually empower me. It's like my one exception to, like, try hard at any costs, I think. Because I just haven't been able to muster up the energy to try hard in this game to that extent. Bounce pad! Sonic 1 Boom just adds a bunch of voice clips from the Sonic Boom game to everything. It's pretty good. Yeah, Sonic 2 Dimps, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, is Sonic 2 pretty much vanilla, except your jump physics and momentum are slightly off. Like, you jump a little bit lower and a little bit slower, and your momentum feels a little bit wacky. It's the sort of thing that you'd probably only notice if you played it recently. And there are boost pads everywhere. In every fucking part of every level, there are the boost pads from Chemical Knight Zone. Because, you know, it's Dimps. Wouldn't be a Dimps Sonic without fucking ridiculous tons of boost pads. This is probably the worst place to dip in here. The FEMP Discord is wacko. My favorite part is that guy who plugs his stream every now and again, and I forget to mute the Discord. that you want about games. Sonic Advance 2 is pretty fun. Oh yeah, all the Sonic Advance games are pretty solid. It's just like, man, do they overuse fucking boost pads. The general hold right section abuse is pretty bad. Yeah, that's Sonic 2 XL, Haley. Oh, Keegan got me. No, come on! Jesus. So many heavyweights. Hey, making progress on VR today, though. We're getting there. The level design kind of killed itself in Advance 3. I don't know, I feel like Advance 3's level design didn't quite flow the same way, but it also felt a little bit more deliberate than Advance 2. Like, Advance 2 was just random fucking rail sections connecting unrelated sections of level. Favorite Advance game? It's still probably 2 for nostalgia. But I have a nagging feeling that if I went back to 3 and 2, I'd enjoy 3 more. 1 is just like, okay, you didn't know what you were doing, it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Also, Advance 3 has Chaos Angel Act 1, which is like, yeah. It's not fully compatible with the Advance 2-ish physics. Yeah, because the Advance series, especially starting at 2, is very much about I must proceed in an accelerated pace in a way that even Classic Sonic is not. Like, Classic Sonic isn't actually all that fast, it's about flow more than anything. And so when you take more deliberate, like, slower-paced actual platformer level design and try to fit it onto a small screen with movement mechanics that support going as fast as fucking possible, it feels kind of backwards. I feel like I'm in the minority in liking Chaos Angel Act 1 over Act 3. Mainly because I like the counter melodies in Act 1. Like, Act 3 is also baller, but I will acknowledge a subjective preference. Act 1's pretty fucking cool. I need to go back and listen to the 06 soundtrack again, because I remember it having some pretty decent tracks, but for whatever reason, none of them ever stuck in my head. Act 2's not very good. Like, it's still, like, alright. I don't think there are any bad tracks, necessarily, in the Sonic Advance games. And my god, the Sonic Advance jingles, like, this is one of those little sound design things where, like, because I don't, like, I love video game music as much as the next guy, but video game sound design in general regarding, like, interface blips and jingles and the general way sound effects and music are mixed and compressed. There's a lot of good shit going on there, too. And Sonic Advance has the best fucking victory jingles I've ever heard. They're so ridiculous, like they're multi-layered ridiculous. It's like they crammed 3 jingles into one, and it just keeps changing keys and you're sitting there like, holy shit, I beat my time trial record? Holy fucking shit. It's crazy. Yeah, Cybertrack is a bad level with good music. Agreed. With how shit 06 was, I'm glad the soundtrack was Sonic Tour. Seems good. Every once in a while, Cloud Top Cruise, please give it to me. I interrupt myself a lot. Every once in a while, I catch myself on camera, and I realize that I think the lighting over there actually shadows me kind of weirdly. And it's not very strong either, so you see, like, if what's displayed on my monitor changes color, you can actually see the color reflected in my face, and it's kind of fucked. So I feel like I might want to put a little bit more time into better lighting around here, just for the look of things. But hey, the new camera, at the very least, has been pretty solid. And I think I'm comfortable with this hand cam position. I used to use an overview thing that had it on top of the monitor, but it won't stick now that I have changed monitors, so I guess I have to live with this. Twinkle Snow? Eh. Feels kind of generic wintry, but I don't mind it. It's comfy. So Baby Park happened to me. I avoided parsing that for as long as possible. I don't think Mario Kart streams are actually about Mario Kart necessarily. I think it's about catharsis. That's what we're here for in the end. Take all my fucking item boxes and stay to the outside. Or that. Alright, here we go. Back in the game. It's funny, because I tried out the Unity remake of Sonic 06 recently. That went around in the Discord a while back. And apparently it got passed around in some Sonic fan communities pretty heavily. It's a really well-done remake, but I kind of forgot that even without, like, if you strip out all the movement glitches and weird shit in Sonic 06, the baseline feel of the game is still kind of fucked. Like, movement feels floaty and sticky and not particularly enjoyable regardless. The level designs are missing some stuff. Shit. Baby Park is only good for being simple in design and being so brief. I really feel like Baby Park should be 3 laps instead of 7 because it gets me out of it earlier. Everything else about it is just like, oh, so you mean it's literally random? Okay. Well, that's fine, dude. I didn't care about actually playing the game in a meaningful way anyway. Interacting with the game mechanics in a way that feels reasonably engaging? Fuck that. Go around in circles. The music gets higher. Don't you love it? It's ridiculous, man. The Unity 06 remake actually seems to be based on the original Xbox 360 demo in terms of how it feels. The original demo was actually a slightly more polished build compared to the final game. Man, if you ever read the 06 manual, I know I've dropped this tidbit on stream a couple times, there's so much shit in the 06 manual that isn't in-game. Like, the entire concept of powers having, like, of the gem powers having a cost associated with them and being able to refill that cost. It's weird. Baby Park Toaster Device, 12 players, first place and last place lose a finger, repeat as necessary. Jesus. That's fucked up. See, I can't watch the Saw movies because I'm a little squeamish, and by a little I mean like probably uncomfortably so, probably unhealthily so. But I went through the Saw wiki once because it's actually surprisingly, like, tame. And I went through all the descriptions of all the traps, and there is some crazy shit in there. Like, the whole idea of these challenges or trials or traps where you have to voluntarily injure yourself to avoid death. Like, of course, the whole, like, the linchpin of the whole original movie is you have to saw off your fucking leg to get unchained. But, like, they iterate on that concept in so many fucked up ways. I'm gonna do that at least as a canon furry. Oh, sex is fucked up. Alright, so I'm in dead last by a mile. It's pretty exciting. Yo, Your Movie Sucks did a series on the Saw stuff? I might actually check that out. I was watching his Frozen stuff. Frozen being the 2010 release about a bunch of guys that get stuck on a ski lift. Not the Disney movie. And I was enjoying it until the part where the guy falls off the fucking lift and breaks both his legs with the bones jutting through the skin, and I'm sitting here looking at this like, wow, I'm already squeamish, and this is so much worse because I know what that feels like, sort of. I never broke anything quite that badly, but I have broken my right leg a handful of times, back before I knew that I had any kind of bone disorder. Super glued to a chair and you have to rip your back skin off to get up. Yeah, that and like the 100 variations of key and acid that are fucked up. The super glued to car seat thing really caught me in particular. It's like, wow, who the fuck even thinks of that? That and the, I think there was a literal pound of flesh trap in one of the movies, where, like, it's two dudes in a room with a pair of fucking scales, and it's like, alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Person with more flesh on their scale at the end of this wins it. Have fun. Dude, fucking chops off his arm. Has a sort of weird poetic quality to it. It is also super fucked up and insane, but it's really cool from like a design perspective, I guess. But yeah, if you ever want to like see some weird shit, go look through the traps page on the Saw Wiki. The Steam version of Sonic Adventure DX is a port of a port of a port of a port. I'm not even kidding. Alright, take me through that process. Where did it start and where did it go? And the guy who fakes being a Jigsaw victim makes up a trap and dives to that trap later. And I think, like, the entire point of that segment is that the trap he described while he was faking is actually, like, physically impossible. Like, whatever muscles involved couldn't support it. It's pretty cute. How long have I been going? Like 3 hours about? Dreamcast, GameCube, PC, and then PC again. How do you port a game from PC to PC? What the fuck does that mean? Alright. I feel like this is the safest line to take in this section, no matter what the season is. Especially coming out the start where everybody is slamming each other and the, damn it. Should have pulled up a little bit. Yo, someone remind me after this to take a look at the uptime command and figure out why the fuck it doesn't return things sometimes. Because it seems like the first time it's used in any given session, it just doesn't do anything. Dreamcast, GameCube, PC, 360, PC. That is fucked up. That is insane person shit. Development hell at its finest. I'm getting boned pretty badly here. Oh shit. Hey, they broke the snowman for me. How nice. Think about that one that would bring back painful memories of surgery.mp4. Yo, hair in my eye, man. Yo, I'd be interested to know what the fuck happened with FF15. Because I didn't really hear a lot about its development. Only that it, like, showed up in, like, 3 different forms being, like, 3 different fucking games. And I'm sitting here like, hey, some of this looks pretty cool. So keep growing that one. That seems alright. Tyrone, if you're actually bisexual, why do you always call out the cute girls in video games and not the cute guys? Because guys are not designed in the same fucking way. The disjoint between male character designs being set up for power fantasy versus female characters being set up for sexual fantasy is actually really fucked up from my perspective, because I'm just like, hey, can we have, like, both? Both is good. Dreamcast Sonic Adventure is also slightly less buggy than any other version, at least if you're playing the international release. Huh. There's a room with a guy with his lips sewn together and one with his eyelids sewn together. Oh, yeah. It's like the, one guy's blind and the other guy is deaf, and one of them gets so fucking freaked out about... I think it's the blind guy gets so freaked out that he tries to bludgeon the deaf guy to death or something. I don't know. It's one of the ways where, like, some failure to communicate happens, and one of them fucking dies. There's a game released on the Dreamcast of this year. 2, actually. 12 released in 2016. Huh. That's crazy. Homebrew projects, or... List of Dreamcast homebrew games. There we go. I fucked that one up for sure. Hey, still got a pretty good boost, though. Gotta give it a little bit of a rev, huh? Shit. Ah! Oh, God. I have to back up to avoid falling here? Ah. That's so bad. Somehow I got the slipstream there and then into the fucking wall. Here you go, AJ. I'll look into this. It's like, if I can get real about this for, like, maybe a second and a half, like, the way that I parse attraction is kind of fucked up because societal bias is still a thing. If that makes any sense? Like, less inclined to parse guys in that kind of a way simply because socialization still works. I don't know if that's like a universal experience or anything, at least as universal for anybody who is a fan of both, but seems to make at least some level of internal sense to me. I'm sure you'll be Gladio to look him up. Kill yourself. What did you do that for? You can only stand to fucking... That did nothing but fuck him over. Dude slammed me, and he's still doing it. The Rosalina player is still fucking with me. All the FF15 guys are something for someone. I mean, yeah, it's like the cast is pretty deliberately designed that way. It's from... Wow! Was that a ricochet? Okay. Does this happen to everyone, or is it just me? And fuck those tires. Wow. So who was far enough back? Jesus. That guy must have been miles behind me. The cast is designed like a K-pop band. Yeah, exactly. Boy band journeys across the country. Yeah, there's someone way sadder than me. Jesus Christ. Cloud top, please. Pretty please. You all have terrible taste. It is the worst taste. Alright, let me fucking click on this character. Huh. Yeah, I can dig that. He good. Cool tattoos. Oh yeah, I think Haley's 18 now? This is interesting. Okay, this is way worse than I expected any rendering of the Happy Birthday song to be. Alright. I made a decision. We're pulling out. There is no more. I literally Googled Happy Birthday and took the first YouTube result. I regret everything I've ever done. I need to have a fucking file ready for this in the future. Mistakes were made. Let's try to actually coin here, because I feel like my bad coining on this track fucks me up on a pretty regular basis. Wow. That coin radius, though. I used to hate this track. I hate it a lot less now that I'm a little bit better at the game, like marginally better. 'Cause it's got some of the tighter cornering. Probably, I think this is probably actually the most technical track in the game, as far as I'm concerned. At least on lap 3. Shit. 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 Also, I forgot to scroll down my chat, so I can't see anything you guys are saying just yet. Maybe I can... Sure, we'll do it while we're doing that. Okay. So, at least I got fucked up by items for so long that I had the chance to reset my chat. That's a thing, I guess. There's always a bright side. AIDS. Shit, alright, break here. And... okay, now what? And I have no coins anymore either. That's pretty wild. Actually holding this shroom. Oh man. I'm fucked up. Quick H, I can't reach chat. What's wrong with you? Yo, thank you for reminding me, by the way. I need to, like, look into, the other Trauma Center games. Give those a little bit of a love tap, see what's going on there. Twelfth letter of the alphabet sword. Okay. Chat, remember to stretch and drink lots of water. It's good habits. One of these days I'm gonna figure out how to use my tablet as an IP camera so I can stream, the cookie baking process without having to deal with the actual streaming software on the thing. Stretch every 15 minutes. See, I'm not a big believer in that 15-minute break for every hour of gameplay thing that you see on the inside of manuals, or you used to see on the inside of manuals, and now no longer see because printed manuals don't exist anymore. Also a reminder for college students, do your homework before midnight. Just, like, do your shit in general. If you're gonna bother to go to school, then, like, unless it's gonna negatively affect your mental health to fucking do your work, then do your work. And if it's gonna negatively affect your mental health to do your work, then, like, consider figuring something out regarding that. Talk to your fucking counselors and shit, I don't know. I feel this weird half-assed duty to be like... because, like, watching Twitch is abnegation, 100%. People come here because they want to fucking relax. But, like, I don't know. I want this to be a positive experience on people's lives. I'd feel like shit if somebody, like, watched me and blew off important shit that they had to do. Or, like, forgot to eat. Because forgetting to eat is shit I do a lot. You guys know I've gotten better about it, but when I started the stream, I was fucking awful about it. I'd get pissed off during like a 6-hour stream and be like, oh wait, the reason I'm so incredibly fucking ass angry is because I haven't eaten anything in 4 weeks. What are you talking about advocating work? I'm doing sprite work and getting paid while I watch you and post shitty fucking puns. Well, I'm glad your life has worked out in such a fashion that allows you to do that. See, that's good. I appreciate that. The idea that I am work fuel for someone. That's cool. Because I fundamentally misunderstand the way people interact with Twitch a lot of the time, because I don't watch a lot of Twitch. At least, not anymore. I'm too busy with personal projects and shit. So, like, the most I watch of it is, like, when I'm trying to get to sleep, I'll put on, like, a stream of a game that I'm low-key interested but very bad at. And I'll just fucking zone out to that as an attempt to relax before bed, which sometimes works. Twitch in general, or this channel for the sake of being chill and relaxing, because I can't relax Tyler 1. I mean, like, that's not necessarily chill and relaxing per se, but it's still, like, you're trying to decompress. That's why anybody comes on this shitty fucking website. You're probably the only streamer that I watch. As far as, like, watching a particular streamer versus watching streams of a particular game, or, like, event streams and stuff like that. Everything else I watch on Twitch is tournaments. Yeah, event streams, then. Yo, speaking of, I'm gonna have to figure out what the official ruling is on EVO restreams. I'd like to do that, at least for, like, part of Finals Day. But, in the event that I can't, we'll probably watch shit on SciTube, since that seems to be a pretty solid experience for everyone involved. Ouch, Henron and Yipes when he's on, which is right now, actually. Sometimes others. How is Yipes' stream? Like, what does he do? I'm following him, because I think at one point he, like, just posted his fucking social media shit everywhere, and he's like, hey, click some buttons. But I never actually watched his stream for longer than, like, 5 minutes. I don't know what he does. Xolo is pretty cool, pro Halo 5 player. Dude, I used to watch Ninja back when he played Halo 5, because that game was actually really interesting to me from a comp perspective, even if I don't own a fucking Xbox One. Just like the time I was able to spend with it while I was on vacation was pretty cool. It's like, hey, this game seems pretty neat. As far as console shooters, this is one that seems really aware of its design limitations and makes full... Okay, we're not going to talk about that. Positive stream, no tilt, so... Anyway, it made me really fucking sad when the dude suddenly started streaming exclusively H1Z1. And also apparently doxed a donator? Like, what? Shit. I'm holding onto this mushroom so I can make this here, but... God. Plays Marvel a lot. Yeah, I guess I could have expected that. Whatever happened to that Russian Halo game leak? I think it's still alive. Halo Online actually, it sort of coalesced into like a fully fledged community server browser, like, integrated client thing. Like, it's pretty well put together for what it is. There's also Halo 5 Forge, which is a pretty well put together thing if you don't care about mouse feel at all. Like, literally at all. The mouse feel in that game is so fucking ass, because I think it's interpreting the mouse as an X input axis. It's pretty bad. Is this 200cc? Unfortunately not. Online is 100cc. At least, like, default worldwide online without custom searches and shit. Which makes me pretty fucking sad. What I've always sort of wanted to do is, maybe I should start doing this. Though it might be a little bit too late at this point. Is, do like 200cc Fridays or something, where I just get a whole bunch of people in custom queue for a real speed class. Because 150 and 200 are probably where I think this game should be played. Like, 200's a little wacky. 200 might be kind of dumb, but 150 is definitely sweet spot for me. 100 makes cornering, I think, a lot... It makes things pretty lenient and makes the overall feel of the game kind of feel sluggish. I don't know. It'd be what it do, I guess, but I wonder, actually. I'm walking out of my group might kind of suck shit for this, but I wonder... Worldwide custom. Mode 200cc. Let's see if we get any takers. And yeah, that is 100. Online is 100 by default. And you can only get other speed classes or 150 mirror, stuff like that, when searching in custom. When's 1cc? I don't know if it'll automatically start me on a game here with CPUs, because I know it fills custom with CPUs when there's not enough people, but I don't know whether it will start me on a game or whether whether it needs a second player to queue up. 200cc is actually just F0. It's really fucking fun, honestly. Let's try 150, see if anybody's here. Looks pretty bleak, honestly. It's kind of a shame, honestly. This game is so... Fuck. It's so fucking satisfying on 150. Cornering and movement in general just feels better. And I feel like the general advantage that heavyweights have regarding top speed versus acceleration and handling qualities, because like you don't need fucking handling qualities on 100cc because taking corners is easy. Playing a lightweight on 100cc is like you can't possibly fuck up any corner unless you're me. Playing on 150? Eh. Cruiserweights running full speed setups have some problems, which I think is a good thing. Fuck. Man, I've been so fucked up recently. My energy levels have just been full potato. Yawning all the fucking time, sleep schedules sliding all over the place. So weird. My favorite thing about GX has to be the edge boost shenanigans. Those look so fucking absurd. Some hates the force feedback wheels. I mean, like, with the way Wii U Homebrew is going, they're already building in, like, our GameCube adapter support in Wii U games that aren't Smash 4, and all sorts of weird HID controller stuff. Maybe you could map haptics to a force feedback wheel. I don't know. Well, the absolute fastest of characters in 200cc with cyber slick tires and a fast cart slash bike. Yeah, on 200cc you do actually have to have handling. And because 200cc has kind of a unique mechanic where you can maintain drift status while braking, it makes character selection a lot different in general. Shoutouts to fucking 5 Blue Falcons, because this card is just the best and it's DLC. I actually did buy the Mario Kart DLC legit, although the copy that I have installed is currently NUS grabbed with signature patches because I wanted to go digital only, and so I grabbed a digital copy of the game. Fattest characters, not fastest. Oh boy. I mean, same thing in this game, actually. Pay to win, yeah. I actually forget, is there an equivalent to the Blue Falcon outside of the DLC? Because I think the closest thing there is the pipe frame? But the pipe frame has, like, slightly lower accel or something? I don't know, the pipe frame has same accel, lower speed, I think is what it is. And higher handling. By the way, I'm sure this advice benefits exactly no one, but if you're looking at the Wii U eShop and you're like, hey, Zen Pinball 2, I like pinball, maybe I'll like this. Don't waste your fucking breath. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. It's not very good. Is this 150 or did you give up on that? Yeah, I walked out on that. It's back to default worldwide now. I just hit the show desktop button and my computer straight stopped for a few seconds. I actually have my desktop icons disabled, like, completely. I just straight up don't use them. I launch everything through a third-party keyboard launcher anyway, so like no start menu, no desktop icons. I never see my desktop. I always have something maximized on both monitors, or at the very least I have a setup like I do right now where I've got OBS tiled on the left-hand side of my second monitor, and then Chatty and my alert monitor on the top and bottom sides, respectively, of my right side of the monitor. Jesus Christ. Destroyed! It's bad. I wonder if there's any snacks I can grab real quick. Hold on. Hold the fuck up. Hold the phone. It's fucking nothing, and I could not have come back at a better time. Using Launchy, right? I typically use Launchy, but I got a little bit fed up with the way it caches icons recently, as well as some of the weird waiting behaviors. So I'm using, I think, how do you pronounce it? Kiprina? I don't know how the fuck to spell it either, because it's some pun on a Brazilian cocktail. But anyway, it's definitely a power user type of thing. There's no GUI for configuration, it's all config files. But it seems really powerful from what I've used so far, and pretty snappy. So I had to make some changes to the way I do indexing. Because the way I've got things organized right now is basically anything with an installer goes into, you know, SSD, either program files or program files x86. And then I've got a separate folder on my hard drive because my SSD is super fucking small. It's just programs, and that's where all the portable shit goes. And so I wanted a launcher to index that automatically, but there's so much fucking shit in there that manually indexing takes forever and ever and ever, and it wasn't just Launchy being shit. So I had to switch to using like a shortcut index, and it was kind of lame. When I click anything in my sidebar in Windows Explorer, my entire Explorer GUI crashes and hard resets. Can you figure that one out, AJ? Install Gentoo. This is a meme. Do not actually install Gentoo. Is it Gentoo? Gentoo? What? I don't know. Never actually heard it pronounced nor bothered to look it up. Because I don't think I've ever actually said it until today. Bring back kart racers with non-random power-ups, TBH. I wanted to take a look at Blur back when that was a thing. It seemed like it was kind of neat. Combining like more traditional arcade racer mechanics with like the power-up structure of kart racers, but with a little bit less random. I prefer Gentoo to Gentoo. Is there like an official pronunciation though? I feel like there ought to be. It can't just be fucking... Can't be fucking nothing isn't, as Louis C.K. once said. You're empty! Why? I'm sad. But yeah, I'm glad that I got the audio pass-through set up on my new monitor. Because playing this thing with a headset is actually pretty cozy. It's Gentoo because you have to spell in Gentoo to get the point across, so it's clearly not a J. Yeah, that's sort of how I feel about GIF versus GIF. That and Giraffix card. Yeah, Lego Racer says the fucking teleporting shit, doesn't it? I missed out on both Diddy Kong Racing and Crash Team Racing, and I feel like I should take a look at both of those at some point in the near future. I feel like I'm always on the wrong team when it comes to childhood experiences like that. Really? Jesus. Giraffix card. That's how I make fun of people who pronounce GIF as GIF. Graphics interchange format, motherfuckers. Jesus Christ, are you serious? What? Come on, please open this for stream. I'll take a look at that in a second. Alright, here we go. Manitoba Smash 64 power. Oh my god. What am I looking at? Please open that. Please open that link. Here we go, boys. God damn it. But Tyrone, the inventor of the format, uses GIF. That means it must be right. That pisses me off so much. Like, yeah, that's not how linguistics works, motherfucker. I admittedly have a pretty tenuous grasp on how linguistics works, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that. Not really. My fucking face when WebM still isn't supported literally everywhere. Wow, Rosalina players seems good. And one of my favorite things about, you get people who are like, nah, but you see, GIF is a better format because my Android phone from 1876 can't play WebM. GIF V. GIF V, fucking Imgur container shit, Giphy cat, all that. Pisses me off so much, man. So bad. Yes, WebMs are objectively superior to GIF in every quantifiable way except they don't loop by default. Which is kind of a toss-up. Open the file. I did! I saw it. It's incredible, honestly. I think Splorch is my favorite. Definitely. That's how I visualize every Kirby player. Alright, let's see it. Really? Okay. The Shy Guy noises, I'm still never gonna get over those. Nice! Still got it even if I hit the barrel, I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna head out sometime soon and maybe try to bake myself something. One of these days I'm gonna figure out how to make Daryl the best fucking edibles. Holy shit, finally finished doing stupid arena cheese. So who did you 2020 is the question. Like, what kind of units are we looking at now? I'm gonna skip the barrel jump this time. Alright, here we go. Everybody is 300 miles away from me. Nice. Reset at just the right time. Jam these boosts together for as long as possible. And return. Why don't you use Matthew again? Well, you see, the number of strength he has is equal to 11 minus 2. Can somebody progressively more verbose meme, Matthew has 9 strength? Can I get that, please? I know one of you memes hard enough for it. Eee! 2024, you know, Raven, Rebecca, and Lucius. Oh yeah, you're set for life, dude. You're fucking done. I wonder what the most mathematically complex way to express the number 9 is. Like, obviously there's no upper bound on it, because you could just keep combining expressions together forever, but like... Where's the sweet spot between incomprehensibility and size? Really? That's the real question. Moondry Dunes is a track that I don't get to play enough. It's one of those tracks where it's like, it's okay. It's alright. Eh, whatever. Huh. I like how my fucking technical problems still showed up on the Poverty Mirror as a separate broadcast. I'm probably gonna go delete those now. Or later. Later also works. Love of verbosity mean because if you make enough of them, it always eventually arcs down to something really short. Yeah, I don't see that many that actually bother to condense back down to, like one-word sentences and shit. I think the fucking Miku World is Mine one is the, only one that I've seen. The etymology of memes. Whee! Matthew's level 14 and has 10 strength, Ailamau. Yeah, your math seems about as solid as mine. Is he at least speed capped? Because Matt caps speed like a motherfucker. After something extremely long, it'd just be 9. God, fucking please. I just want to play video games. Video James. This is the part of the stream where I start doing word association, because I don't actually know how to focus on video games anymore. He's one off speed cap. Yikes. Really? You had to take it from me right as I got the items? You can get 2020 Matt, he could be good, but that's if you can do that. Matthew carried my first 2 playthroughs of FA7. He just absolutely destroyed everything. But he's really difficult to raise as soon as you make the game actually hard. Like, there's no tolerance for him being bad for a while, which means that he falls further and further behind. KFC sandwich covered in mayo? Why would that be particularly noteworthy? Losing VR feels bad, man. I sort of feel like memeing for my last couple of games. Let me give it, like, one more solid run as something made of pure memes. Yep, seems good. This is fine. Looks like it's time to pick a top tier. Oh. Well, the game just disallowed me from playing now, which is cool. Go take a look at it real quick to understand what I mean. Well, I mean, I guess while we're waiting for a game. There. Okay, that's pretty wild. That's actually really fucking funny. Okay. Man. Every time I see, like, food service related fuck-ups, I just think of none pizza with left beef. Every single time. Man, spectating though. Especially if it puts you at spectating a game that's like just starting, it feels bad every time. Yeah, I saw the rant. Skimmed a little bit of it. The weird thing about Mario Kart 8 is that apparently it downscales resolution pretty aggressively in multiplayer and online, but because I'm running my Wii U at 720p specifically, so my capture card can grab it at 60 FPS, because I have a piece of shit Elgato HD, the original. I don't ever actually notice, because the whole thing is horrendously fucking blurry anyway. Can't tell whether they're good or bad thing. Ugh. Man, can't even talk right now. Alright. When I start losing control of my ability to operate my tongue, it's usually a good sign that it's time to wrap the stream up, but let me give it one fucking race with this absolute fucking monster before I go. This fucking potato brick. Good night, Jace. Mina pinged me in the Eterna dev chat about something related to additional songs folder. I'll have to check that out in a bit. What course did we get? I wasn't paying attention. Fuck. Yeah, and I have to look at the fucking uptime command as well. God damn it, I don't know why that thing is busted. Okay, this isn't so bad. Oh god, you're so large. Alright, here we go, boys. Oh god. I'm so fast. My handling is so poor. What the fuck? So this is what power feels like. Jesus Christ. I don't even know how to take that turner on a lightweight, let alone a, did I say turner? I'm gonna hurt somebody. Red Bowser sounds so angry too. He just gets upset. Well, I have no item, which is pretty exciting. Wow, I thought I could squeeze in. Fuck! Alright, here we go. Here we go, boys! Whee! Maybe I can make it back here. Man, maybe I gotta fuck with this a little more. This shit is pretty gross, I won't lie. Feels good to be fast. Single green shell in 6th place. I love this meme. It's my favorite meme. Fuck, I'm overtaking people just for being on the screen. I'm not even working or taking corners better than them, I'm just winning. What is this? Dude, that guy came into the corner well, so... Let's see. Wow! Stone cold. Here we go. See ya, bitch! Don't you ever disrespect me ever again. Okay, that was pretty bad. Tarum, why do you never take the skip in this map? Needs a mushroom. Didn't have a mushroom, all 3 laps coming up on it. Unless you're referring to another skip. I'm thinking about the one under the waterfall. Okay, that was a pretty piss poor performance. One more. One more! And if it's a shitty track, I'll just walk out. None of these are really all that bad, but... Oh, Jesus, Cheeseland, okay. Cheeseland's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know why people are so obsessed with it that it's voted by like a 75% ratio every time it comes up, but XD. Yeah, the acceleration is pretty rough, though. Like, you don't get bumped around as much while you're traveling with the pack, which is nice, but to excel is pretty funny. I like... Ooh, yes. I like my DK Circuit Special Leaf Tires setup, because it's like a decent balance of speed with 3XL, which is cool. Dry Bowser's horn does not have a release noise. Useless fact of the day. That first line of items is pretty brutal. Like only a 4 wide for 12 players on a track. Eee! It's okay though, because I go faster than everyone. For some reason. God. That guy's really fucking sad, Jesus. This is pretty hard to control, though. Like, going into turns is a lot more rigid. Hit somebody. Hit 2 somebodies. Fucked up the turn. Angrily honk, because they can't hear it. I'm just venting. Don't mind me. Shit. That was pretty quick. Wow, Jesus. I feel like I'm an item magnet suddenly. Like, I don't usually get this fucked up by items while I'm doing well. Like, not repeatedly. And I mean, yeah, rocks are pretty heavy. If you're made of lava, you're basically just made of really hot rocks, so, there's something. Pupster. Dude, between the bombs and the fucking bullet bills, how many hits have I taken this race? It seems really unusual. Even for me. That is the maximum amount I could turn there, by the way. I could not turn any harder. So this is pretty bad. Not sure how to feel about what's going on here. One more ass pull? For old time's sake? Wow. Alright. Jesus, I can take a hint. Well, at least there are some people who are way sadder than I am. Nice VR loss. Maybe I can D-rank back to 11111 like this. Want the ISO. For Enterprise, can you not do it using the media creation tool? Because I might fuck with that on a partition or something and see how it performs. Anyway, I think the game has made it exceptionally clear that I will not be tolerated here anymore, that they do not accept meme shit streamers, so I'm gonna head out for now. Wrapping up a little early today because I feel a little bit off, but I hope you guys will forgive me. Probably gonna run a Unio lobby sometime in the next week, so keep an eye out for that. Also, about to go look into both the uptime command and into VPS options for hosting servers. So feel free to sound off in the Discord. By the way, I have one of those. If you have anything in particular that you want to see hosted for the group. Big shoutouts to my patrons and donators, because you guys keep this going smoothly. I don't know. Why do you give me money? And I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.